Yo, 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 what up, world? What up, Fight Fam? It's your boy Mac with Stay Ready Boxing TV coming at you with some news you can use. So, man, these blues. I want to start the show off and talk about, it's Charlo Week. So, we got Maul fighting, Mel fighting, uh, some nice undercards. You got FL Joppa going to be on the undercard, Dominic Brazil going to be on the card. And we also got some news about, Willie Monroe. I broke some news earlier on World Breakers channel, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it today. I'm gonna go ahead and read this article so you see you understand what's the discussion about. What's up, guys? Is coming into the chat. You know what I'm saying? Really appreciate y'all for making it in. You know, let's see who's all in the chat right there. What's up, guys? What's up with it, Mark Wonderlit? Utah in the house. Salute to y'all. Make sure y'all smash the like button while y'all come in. But yeah, let me go ahead and read y'all this article from Boxing Scene. The WBC to do a full investigation on Monroe use of testosterone boosters. A sample collected from Willie Monroe Jr. Pursuant to the WBC clean boxing program yielding adverse findings for a banned substance. The WBC feels compelled to provide a preliminary report on the situation in light of the timing of Mr. Monroe's upcoming bout for the WBC interim world title scheduled for December the 22nd. The WBC will afford Mr. Monroe the due process to which he is entitled under the WBC Clean Boxing Program's protocol. While the WBC follows the protocol procedures, Mr. Monroe's situation cannot be fully and justifiably adjudicated on a timely fashion for him to find for the WBC title. The WBC Clean Boxing Program's ultimate goal is to protect the health, safety, and the welfare of its boxers. According to the WBC, must fully investigate specific facts surrounding Mr. Monroe's report, adverse findings before fully adjudicating the matter. At this point, the fact known to the WBC indicates that the sample collected from Mr. Monroe yields an adverse finding for a banned steroidal substance. It also appears that Mr. Monroe disclosed to the substance collected to use of a non-specific testosterone booster. In his doping control form, Mr. Monroe did not request nor he received a therapeutic use exception for any substance. The WBC Clean Boxing Program provides program participants with multiple educational tools, including the detailed and required webinar, which explains important facts about PEDs, bans, procedures, and other important factors, in which the participants' obligations to be informed of what the WBC Clean Boxing Program requires of him and adhere to it accordingly. As always, the WBC will conduct its investigation in the most impartial and supportive manner and will report the final ruling once it completes the procedure of the WBC Clean Boxing Program mandates. So basically Willie Monroe got caught slipping and been taking steroids. And what a testosterone booster does, man, to steroids is that it basically masks certain steroids that you're taking. So he could take something like Nugenics and it might mask a steroid that helps you build muscle mass, anything like that. It's some what'd you say at?
Oh, I was gonna say Willie, he looks real bad in this situation because we have to remember Willie was claiming that he wanted his rematch with Billy Joe once Billy Joe got caught for popping the bean. Now you popping the bean, and now everything is in shambles. So I just think that it's real crazy. All these dudes that try to get at other dudes using steroids are the ones using steroids. First it was Billy Joe getting at Canelo, and now then Billy Joe gets caught popping the bean, and then now Willie Monroe was talking about Billy Joe, and now he get caught popping the bean. So I'm just starting to see a pattern.
Yeah, it's always a pattern. You know, what is a hit dog gonna holler for one? You don't hear. Matter of fact, when Deontay Wilder had all his opponents like Pulev, he was supposed to fight Pulev, he was supposed to fight Povetkin, and he was supposed to fight Ortiz. All three of them got caught, you know, with they got caught doping. But you didn't hear him complaining about them doping. His only issue was he was complaining that every time that he was getting ready for a match, he got to find somebody else at the last minute because they get caught doping. He's not out here clowning nobody for what they're doing anything. So you got these fighters that's out here clowning. Every time you get one of these fighters to get out here and start clowning, they get caught up. And Victor Conti got something to, say he got something to answer for because these are people that's coming out of his camp that's getting caught for this. That's something else that nobody's talking about right now.
Yeah, I heard about that dude. I think he got caught, or some of his people got caught distributing certain steroids, and he told on everybody. He told on the whole operation. I definitely remember that character.
Yeah, man, you got hello? Oh, that's my notification. But yeah, you got all these people in the snack program getting caught. And it's not looking good on the snack program because I think who I say Boo Boo Andre is in the snack program. Willie Monroe Jr. is in the snack program. Mikey Garcia is in the snack program. Who else is in that snack program? Uh, I'm gonna have to go pull up a list, but I know. Matter of fact, Brangulus just even says Mike is in the snack program. Yeah, let me catch up on the chat. TJ Wilkins, what's going on, my brother? Jay Good said, "Know what I'm talking about? Stay ready, salute. You already know, man. Already. World Breaker, what's
Yo,
up? Stay ready. Breaking news, huh?
Mac, I'm gonna come back in. I just gotta make a call real quick. I'm gonna come back in.
All right, man. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing. World
All right.
Breaker said, "What's up, Rick? What's up? Stay ready. Breaking the news. Yeah, I'm breaking the news, my brother." Rough House Boxing says, "Salute, my brother. What's up with the world? Rough House. Man, you're welcome to come in if you want. Granulous, Mikey Garcia's on the snack program. Yeah. Uh, Carly Kush, what's good with it? Big Money Gang. What's going on, Big Money? Miami Bandit, what it do? What's up with it, Miami? Main event Mark. Salute to you, my brother. Jay Good says Devin Haney is in the snack program. Yeah, Devin Haney is. I was trying to think of who else was in it, man. It's crazy, man. I don't even know what to even think with William Monroe getting caught up like this because it's pitiful. And now Jamal got to go in this fight blindedly. I'm not saying it's blindedly because we've seen Matt Corabal fight before. We've seen him, but it's the fact that he got to go in here. He hasn't had a full training camp, and now he has to fight. Now he has to fight somebody just off a pure skill now. So we're gonna get to see. It's gonna be a good fight. I think at the end it's gonna be a good fight, regardless. But it's just crazy, man. Unexpected, but I'm gonna be looking forward to the fight regardless. You know what I'm saying? Hold on just a second. I'm really just ready for this fight week because all in all, like I hope Battle Rifle listening because I'm not that bet is still on. I'm ready to see what's going down. You know what I'm saying? Tony Harrison is not gonna beat Jamel. By the way, it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, trying to get back to the chat. Hey, Rough House. Hey, send me your email again, bro. Yeah, you on top of it. Yeah, it's sent, bro. And Branula said, and Corball's coming down from 168. Yeah, that's another thing too. That might hurt him in the long run. What's up with it, LT? Salute. Y'all keep saying snack. Now I'm just bust open a fresh box of hot and spicy cheese. Oh man. We ain't talking about the snacks you eat, my brother. We talking about the snack program. What's up with the Rough House? Welcome to the panel, man.
Hey,
Man,
what's going on, bro? Hey, what you say? You ain't gotta get ready if you stay ready.
you ain't gotta get ready if you stay ready, my bro.
Already, that's what's up. I
Already, but
appreciate
yeah,
you having me on, bro.
man, appreciate you for coming on. But yeah, man, it's Charlo week. It's Lions Only weekend. That's what I want to kind of stick with this weekend, and the fight that's coming up for this weekend. So, so what do you think about all this news that's coming out about William Monroe?
Man, this it's a bad look for Willie Monroe. It's a bad look for boxing. It's a bad look for, I'm gonna put it this way, it's a bad look for black fighters in general because a lot of people, this is how stereotypes are built right here. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is a couple, and then before you know it, it'll be, oh man, all the black fighters, they juicing, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third, man. So, you know, it's it's hard enough for us, to get credibility and get the respect that's due as black, as black fighters, black athletes, black people, whatever the case. But I'm gonna keep it boxing, as black fighters, you know, it's not enough that these boxers out here train hard. They got God-given athletic ability, talent, skills. They spend, a majority of their lives in the gym training. All it takes is that one mess up, and there goes your credibility. And then that credibility, that lack of credibility will get stamped and labeled, on us, as a whole, as a blanket. So
And you're
bad
right.
look.
And the funny part about that Rough House is that with the funny part about that is that with us as a black community, and I'm saying black because the Russians get caught on a regular for doping,
Yeah.
but they're not stereotyping as doping. But like you said, it's only gonna take two or three, then all of a sudden all of the black fighters gonna be thought of as dope. That's all it's gonna take is two or three. They quit the stereotype us, but I don't think it's gonna happen right now because of the WBC. I think the WBC clean boxing program is a good thing. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's a
Oh yeah.
perfect. I'm not saying it's perfect because it's not. We saw like we was talking about on World Breaker live stream today. They didn't call Canelo and he didn't get fined. He got suspended for 6 months,
Right.
but it wasn't no complete investigation of that.
Right.
So it's not perfect,
Yeah.
but it's better than the rest of them. The WBO don't care. The WBO only stripped Billy Joe Saunders after Massachusetts. The BBOC cleared him, but Massachusetts didn't. That's the only reason they took it
Bro,
because they wanted the sanctioning fees for that fight.
right. And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Billy Joe vacate and not get stripped?
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, he did vacate.
Yeah,
So,
he vacated so they wouldn't have to open up an investigation.
they wasn't
You
gonna
know?
open up one because if they would have, it would have been done. Wasn't it
Yeah.
almost? It was almost 2 to 3 weeks before he vacated it.
Oh
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't gonna ever be open. Man, we got
Yeah.
12 people in the building and only 6 likes. Man, y'all can smash that like button.
Smash the like button for the
What's up,
homies.
bro?
Stay ready. Yo, what's going
Uh-huh.
on with this app?
Yeah, that's it.
What's going on, bro?
Nothing, chilling. Listening to my man Matt preach the word.
That's what's up. Hey, I'm gonna go on mute real quick, y'all.
All right.
Yeah.
So LT Green says smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? Jay Thomas said H-Town week. This week's supposed to be at Toyota Center. Man, it is supposed to be at Toyota Center, man. I was looking forward to that. And that's a shame that Hyman McGill is going to get the fight here in Houston before the Charlos do. And he's not even from Houston. He's from Mexico. The Charlos.
Wait. Who's that guy who's fight? How do you say his name?
Who, Inouye? Or
It's,
Hyman McGill?
no, not Jaime Munguia. I'm saying his opponent. I know Jaime Munguia. That's my favorite Mexican fighter right now.
He's fighting Inouye.
But he ain't got no. He's fighting. But how you say his first name?
I don't know. I
It's
heard
something
that.
too.
Man, let me see.
If you got the ESPN app, it popped up on mine. Finesse, I don't want to slaughter his name.
It's Takashi Inui.
Also,
Like
it's Takashi News.
like
I
Takashi
thought you said
6ix9ine, Takashi Inui. I just knew it knew it.
another news. He ain't the real news.
Yeah, no, but it's gonna be a decent fight. A decent
I
fight. I
never
didn't say
heard
a
of him
good fight.
before. I never heard of him before.
LT Green said right. Salute to the panel. Salute to you, LT. Man, and
LT,
I,
what up?
and also with the other breaking news that we had today, man. Let me touch on that real quick, and I'm gonna get back to the Charlos, man. It was reported by Big Keith Ledeck that for that April 13th fight that AJ supposedly has open for Deontay Wilder. That's the date that he keeps saying that they have open for Deontay Wilder. Well, what's being reported today is that Kell Brook and Amir Khan will be fighting at Wembley Stadium April 13th. And that come June, Joshua will be fighting Jarrell Big Baby Miller. That's the story that's coming out as of right now from World Boxing News and from Boxing Scene. It said Joshua Miller at MSG could bring Khan and Brook to Wembley on April 14th. So here's what I've been able to find out about the Anthony Joshua and Jarrell Big Baby Miller thing. That's what Keith Ledeck is reporting right now. So I'm gonna start with Rough House. Rough House, what do you think about that news coming out right there? No, well, you go ahead, Ed. What do you think about that?
Uh, I see it. I believe it. I'm sorry when I see it, because you believe all of what you see, none of what you hear. Um, I look. If it is true with the Joel Big Baby Miller and Anthony Joshua fight, I would love to see it. I actually think that's a step up in competition opposed to all of these downgrade fights that Big Baby Miller been giving us. I would be very satisfied if he finally fights at least the A minus. Can't give Joshua A plus, an A minus fighter. At least he in the A.
Yeah.
And I would even give him respect. And it's the way he was talking on over the weekend about if he got a chance to fight Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, he kind of really had no choice. In my judgment, he had to take a level fight. He had to take one of the top heavyweights, because if you're not taking that, then to me, if you're not either fighting Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, you gotta give Uncle Luis a chance. Who's King Kong Ortiz. So
Yeah.
if
Jay
you're not doing
Thomas,
that,
go ahead.
now I
Go
was
ahead,
saying
bro.
if you're not doing that, then I guess Anthony Joshua will be next up, because, like I said, my top three is Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, and Louis King Kong Ortiz. I know some people that got Louis King Kong Ortiz still in second place, but to me, I'll give it to Tyson Fury.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Tyson. Well, I still got in my mind as of right now, Deontay Wilder is number one, and I'm putting Anthony Joshua at two on the strength that he does have the IBF, the WBA, and the WBO. I don't care about the IBO. That belt means nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. Uh, that,
Nah.
that,
Look,
that,
look,
the,
look,
the
Mac. I'm
IBO,
gonna have to disagree. Mac, I'm gonna have to. I love you to death, Mac, but I'm gonna have to disagree. If
the
it's any one of
IBO,
them four belts, any one of them Infinity Stones that you could grab to even look or near undisputed champion, that belt matters. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. As long as it's not the IBO, and I don't even like saying that word, the
that's what I just
IBO
said.
belt.
That's what I just said. The IBO.
Oh, I thought you said the IBF. I'm sorry. It's
Hell,
my,
the IBF
I'm
is the
sorry.
most. The IBF is the next big belt under the WBC.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Then I'm sorry. Then my fault.
No,
I
I
thought you
said
said
the
IBO.
IBO. The IBO belt
Okay,
means nothing to me. The
yeah, I
IBO
agree.
is like it's like a WWE belt that you can go buy at Toys R Us. You know what I'm
You're not
saying?
lying.
Just to look good. That's
You
how the IBO belt. Here, to give you an example. Who in welterweight has an IBO belt? Who?
look, Mac, you know that they don't just give those out. It's like they give it to every other division or every three
They,
divisions or something. That's how I look
they,
at the
no,
IBO.
they got people ranked in the IBO as welterweight, but then nobody wants that belt. That
Yeah,
belt's been
nobody
vacant
wants that
for
belt.
almost. Belt's been vacant for almost 2 years
Let me tell
at
you something.
welterweight.
They give me that IBO belt. I'm giving that belt to my sister or my girl. You know, they say I don't like that belt holds no substance. It got to be.
Exactly.
I feel the same way about the regular WBA title. It's WBC, Super WBA belt, IBS, or the WBO. You have
Yep.
all four of those infinity stones, you in motion. Or at least if you have one of them, you in a good place. I
Main
don't
event
know
Mark
nothing
said Seth
about.
Rosen. Huh. Hey, let's start. Let me catch up on the chat. It said JT Thomas said it was a reason why he was in New York and showed his face at that event. Yeah, you see, he was at MSG where Big Baby Miller was. Big Baby Miller was there too. Wilder was, and you know, every time Big Baby Miller tried to get close, he said that his security was right there. Main event Mark said, I think Joshua's full of shit and about Wilder. No way he's gonna fight Wilder. Then Miller 2 months later, get the fuck out of here. Facts. Uh, yeah, that's about right, fam. Y'all listen. Main event Mark said Seth Roland got him an IBO belt. Hey, joke. That belt is a joke. UK Hoodlum said, cheers, mate. Cheers, my brother, my UK brother. Lawrence Williams says, Dulaney has the 147 IBO belt. He just be the former lightweight champ, Miguel Vasquez in South Africa. I didn't even know because I don't pay any attention to anything dealing with the IBO. Like he must have just fought for the vacant because last I looked at it a couple months ago, it was vacant. But hey, congratulations to Tulane because he probably gonna he gonna hold on to that belt for a while unless somebody like Tank. I mean like Tank, but unless Bud decide he want to get it or you know what I could see Keith Thurman going after that belt. Brangula said
I ain't gonna lie. I never even heard any of them guys talking about the IBO belt. The IBO belt, man, you shouldn't even go for it.
Brangula said behave Hoodlum. Man, UK Hoodlum, he cool, man. This ain't the first time he's been here. I know he was on the chat last night, but he good. Muhammad the One, AJ and his security guards were shook when they were here in NYC. Yeah, he had a bunch of security, man. LT Green said, UK Hoodlum, don't come here talking shit, bro, because you was real greasy on the boxing voice. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, because I was listening to the boxing voice earlier. Muhammad the One said, okay, thank you for the rich family, appreciate it. Braylers, Lawrence Williams, thanks for clearing up that Quilla stuff yesterday. UK LT Green, cheers, mate. Man, so back to the convo. As far as AJ fighting Big Baby Miller, uh, it's a good look for Jarrell Big Baby Miller. It's a good look as far as Anthony Joshua trying to build his name in the States, but it's a bad look for Anthony Joshua as a whole. And I'm gonna say why I say that. It's a good look because he's building his name over here. He's trying to build his stock, get his credentials up. So you know when they bring that fight for Wilder and Joshua to America, which is it has to be over here. This is where the money is. If you want to make money and you want to be known as far as an international star, you're going to have to fight here. You're going to have to eventually get off of UK soil because you have not fought anywhere outside of the UK to get your name up. The thing that's bad for it is you've been talking in the media real greasy, like you really been talking real greasy in the media about this fight with Wilder, and that you really, really want this fight. But if you really, really want this fight, but this come out that you're about to fight Jarrell Big Baby Miller, why haven't you sent over a term sheet to Deontay Wilder? All you got to do is send over a term sheet. This is not a contract. This is not. You can send over an offer sheet. That way he can look it over and agree to terms. Then y'all can make a contract. You know, I heard what the boxing voice said that y'all plan on offering Deontay Wilder double what he's double of any fight that he's made. And if you offer him double, and once the numbers are final for this Tyson Fury and Wilder fight, you might be looking at paying him about $50 million. Are you willing to do that? Because you said you was gonna pay him double. I know what the boxing voice said, but once they calculate the money that he's made for overseas numbers, for the PlayStation and Xbox numbers, for the pay-per-views here in the States, because those numbers are still being calculated right now. As of right now, the number is 325 pay-per-view buys, but they're not through counting. Uh, Once those numbers are finished and they finish counting up the Staples Center venue buys and they put those numbers out of what he made, including back end money, because you want to double up on if you want to double up on the profit that he's made, you're gonna have to talk about back end money too. Because you're not giving him a percentage, you're giving him a flat fee. So when they come to the table, they're gonna include the back end money that he gets on all his fights because he does receive back end money. For anybody that's in the chat that don't know about how much money he's gonna get back end money on that. And you're not offering him a percentage, you're going to have to pay for that. So you're looking at an upward number of about $50 million. Is he willing to pay that? And if he is willing to pay that, you're looking at more money that you're going to have to pay Wilder than AJ is going to get. And we're talking, these are numbers that are actually reported. So he's going to have to report all this money that he's making. And y'all say y'all want to pay him double of what he's made on any fight. Because over in the UK, it's not the same. Y'all don't know how much money he makes. What's up with it, Rough House?
What's going on, man? Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. Still at work.
Oh man, you good. I was just basically talking about the what Anthony Joshua fighting Big Baby Miller in June. And talking about what they plan to offer Deontay Wilder to take the fight in April, but the news came out today that Kell Brook and Amir Khan is fighting April 13th at Wembley Stadium. And that he's going to fight Big Baby Miller in June.
Khan and Brook are fighting April 13th at Wembley?
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be on, I'm assuming that's going to be on AJ's undercard versus whoever.
No. That's not an undercard fight.
Well, how is that when that was supposed to be the date and venue that AJ had already booked? Wembley Stadium, April 13th.
Correct. So Keith Ledeck came out with the news today, and it was reported by World Boxing News.
Okay.
He said that Kell Brook. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna read exactly what he posted. He said, "Here's what I'm able to find out about Anthony Joshua and Jarrell Big Baby Miller at MSG in June, and Khan and Brook possibly coming to Wembley Stadium on April 13th. Credit to World Boxing News for first reporting today's Joshua could come to the U.S. to fight Miller next. My story, and it's on Boxing Scene as well. Full article. So he wouldn't be fighting on April 13th. He would be fighting in June."
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy because now unless Khan and Brook, whoever's going to be the A side of that, unless they're going to put the bill as far as the venue goes, Eddie and AJ are going to be out of some loot if that venue was officially booked already by them.
But if it was booked by them and they picked Amir Khan, because you got to remember Amir Khan and Kell Brook are matchrooms, so it's still fulfilling his.
So he's not losing anything in that regard.
No.
Okay.
He's not.
Well, yeah. Okay. So, all right, let's go ahead and say that they do fight in June, Madison Square Garden. I don't know if anybody said this, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that's gonna be sort of a flop of a fight. One, Big Baby is not a hot commodity, here in the U.S. And two, AJ is basically not a commodity here in the U.S. So I mean, I'm interested in how much promotion, publicity, and hype they put into trying to sell that fight.
Honestly, I don't think it'll be a flop.
You
Because
don't?
the reason I say that, if you've been paying attention, AJ has been building he's building his name over here. He went
Uh,
on he went on the ESPN tour, so they got people
right,
looking at it. Whether they
right.
knew him or not, they got people looking at it. So there's any publicity is good publicity, bad or good.
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
publicity is good publicity. He got his face out there on ESPN. That's one.
Hmm.
Two, even though the zone numbers haven't came out, we don't know what they did in streaming. He was on the zone and at the fight, and you kept seeing his face
Hmm.
everywhere all day. You kept seeing reporters talk to him. You kept seeing videos coming out while he was there, pictures coming out, him being there. He's getting American publicity. Now, if that fight happens, and Jarrell Big Baby Miller being he's considered a top heavyweight. He's not one of my top heavyweights, but he's considered a top heavyweight. And they promote this fight right. He can sell out. Plus him being from New York, just on that strength, he might sell out because he's fighting for a championship. All his other fights didn't do nothing, but he's fighting for a championship. So this being a championship match, they can sell out MSG. It's not as big as the Barclays Center.
Right. Okay.
So
Now,
you can
oh, go
sell
ahead.
out now. As far as the TV numbers, I don't know. I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
it's gonna do bad. I think it's a good look for Big Baby Miller.
Hmm.
It's a good look as far as building your stock in America for AJ because that's gonna help his stock over here in America if he wins. But
Right.
it's a bad look because I feel like you come into the media, you say all this stuff, like the interview he did on Sky Sports this morning, that he's willing to double anything that Wilder's ever made. But
Right.
then you go off and this news come out that you're fighting Big Baby Miller. Instead, it seemed like that you're not trying to make this fight happen.
And
It's not like you're trying to make it be the next fight.
right. And as recently as this morning on that interview, he was still talking about I've already got the date set. I've already got the venue booked. You know, blah blah blah. This, that, and the third. Which I took that to be Wembley, April the 13th.
Yeah,
What
me
he was
too.
saying. So this news coming out, hey, this is an eye opener. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I just don't believe that AJ is enough of a commodity here in the states to a free TV. Maybe they'll get some looks. I mean, the zone wise, I think it'll do a shade better than AJ Povetkin did on the zone. Just to be honest, because unless he's on a constant media tour, man, you know we Americans. If you want to hold our attention, you got to constantly remain in our face. Because a month from now, nobody's gonna remember, except for us hardcore. But as far as casuals, the ones who make up a nice chunk of boxing ticket sales and pay-per-view buys, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna remember what that dude said a month from now, or who
True,
he is if they don't already know him. So that's
true.
why he's gonna constantly have to be shoved down people's throats from now till June in order for them to be like, okay, yeah, that's the dude that was supposed to fight Wilder and blah blah blah, and okay, yeah, I know who he is. Other than that, it's gonna be like who?
Right? So let me catch up on the chat real quick. Reggie Owen says, "Salute, my brother. You broke some great news this morning. Stay ready. I appreciate it, man. I love boxing, so I stay in tune. I get notifications. I stay in tune on all the news sites." Lawrence Williams says that Tulani, but I can't say his name, is in the top 10 of the WBC ranking. Okay, I'm gonna have to start looking at that dude, man. Uh, Facts bring LT Green said facts bring. TJ Wilker said AJ is trying to fight on Juneteenth. That's the wrong date for up north.
Man,
Now, if he was in the South, that's the perfect date to fight on against Big Baby Miller. But he ain't in the South.
yeah.
Mark Wonderlick said UK Hoodlum is going to get banged up tomorrow on BFTV boxing. Don't forget. UK Hoodlum said Mark Wonderlick, don't miss it. I will be there, mate. I'm gonna be there too. Mark Wonderlick said, dig your grave, dude. Muhammad's the one say, I don't know if you brothers have heard Blue Blood Sports earlier, but he said that AJ was quoted saying he really liked the New York area. He went into Brooklyn and might relocate here. That would be very interesting. That's gonna be interesting. Uh,
Mm.
Mark Wonderless said he called in to BFTB. He did what? UK Hoodlum, you call in the BFTB, man, and say I'm
Who?
definitely watching tomorrow. He's calling BFTB tomorrow, so I'm definitely I'm waiting on BFT. BFTB, if you in the building, man, come on. I'm bringing you on the channel today. We got to talk.
Hold up. Who's calling the BFTB tomorrow?
UK Hoodlum.
Ah, ooh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh
this is
boy.
gonna be interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking out for that.
I don't even need popcorn, but I had to give me some popcorn for that one.
I definitely. United Kingdom Boxing, UK Hoodlum, cheers, mate. Brainless. Matchroom Boxing keeps playing games with the UK public, and he does, man, because man, it comes a point to where you got to look at the things that Eddie Hearn say and just realize that he contradicts himself every turn, and
Yep.
eventually you're gonna have to call a spade a spade. The dude lies. He's a liar. He's a pathological liar, and eventually you're gonna have to call a spade a spade. Eventually,
Right.
you got UK Boxing says, "Stay ready, Boxing TV." Cheers, salute to you, UK Boxing. Reggie Owens said, "Right, I don't see New York fans turning out for this fight." I don't know, Reggie. It's gonna be interesting, my brother. It's gonna be real interesting, man. Uh, Jay Thomas said, "Brainless." Now they trying to do it here. Main event Mark said, "There's going to be a lot of flopping around if Big Baby ring." It is and all, I guess. UK boxing. Fact, AJ is a huge star in America now. United Kingdom boxing. No, AJ's not. He is
Absolutely
not
not.
known by he's not known by the casual fan here. He went on their tour today to try to get known. He's not huge at all because I got some boxing fans that I see in the gym all the time that don't know a thing about AJ. They don't know who Big Baby Miller is, but they can tell you who Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and Luis Ortiz is. See, that's the difference.
Yep.
Over there in the UK, he's a major star. He's a
Yeah.
major star. But as far as over here in the States, he's not known by the casual fan.
Hey, stay ready.
That,
Can I say something real quick on that?
yeah, go ahead.
Hey, check this out real quick, man. For UK boxing. Know this, bro. That boy AJ is a relative unknown. Besides to us hardcore boxing fans like me and Stay Ready mentioned earlier, he's a relative unknown here in the United States. But I guarantee you, practically everybody in the UK knows who Deontay Wilder is. You know, I would almost be willing to bet, due to the fact of how strong of a boxing fan following they have in the UK, that there's a whole lot of people over there that know who Deontay Wilder is. Now that being said, when you talk, he's a major star in the U.S. Canelo is a major star in the U.S. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a major star in the U.S. Manny Pacquiao is a major star in the U.S. because those boys built up a resume of fighting here in the United States. You can't be a major star in the United States and you haven't fought over here. I don't care if you did go on ESPN. That doesn't mean jack squat to
That's
the
a
U.S.
fact.
public. That
They
doesn't
have
mean anything.
the U.S. public has to see you fight, and one of the
They
things
have
about
to.
that, one of the things in order to snatch the casual boxing fan here in America, we can't see your fight in the daytime. For having a fight in the daytime is not gonna cut it. And what I mean by that, you got sports like here, key example, right now, it's football playoffs, college football playoffs. That is the
Yep.
biggest thing in the United States right now. College
Yep.
playoffs, because you got Alabama coming up, you got the Longhorns playing this weekend
Yep.
in a championship game or in a bowl game. It's bowl season. It's not gonna cut it because in the
Yep.
daytime that's what we're watching. So you're gonna have to be a primetime fighter. You're gonna have to come on. Your fight's gonna have to start 7, 8 o'clock around primetime to catch attention.
Yep.
And
Good
you
talk.
can't put it on. And you can't put it on a day of a great nighttime college game on a Saturday.
Nope.
And on top of that, football. Football is starting to do their Saturday games so they can try to get as many get as many national football games on TV.
Yep.
So they're putting their games on air. You got college basketball starting up. Tennis is getting ready to start up. Major League Baseball is getting ready to start up. These are daytime
Yes.
Daytime games. You can't fight in the daytime and think you're going to get a viewing here in America. That's why his numbers never look good in America. Never.
Right.
Not one fight of AJ have been good in America. I watched them because I like boxing. The casual fan, they didn't even know you had a fight.
Yep.
So in order to become a huge fan, you're going to have to fight in prime time. You know.
Yep. That's true. And to put it in perspective, like you just said, oh man. Hey, I'm sorry, bro. Hey, I gotta take this, man. I'm gonna go on mute real quick.
Man. Yeah, take that. I'm gonna go ahead and catch back up on the chat. So LT Green said no, he's not. UK boxing facts. Eddie Hearn brought Big Baby his ranking. I can't say bought it, but well, yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, it's possible. I don't know what happened. UK Hoodlum said boxing. United Kingdom's boxing cheers, mate. You're right. AJ is a huge star in America. Did you hear all the cheers for him in Madison Square Garden? The American public wants to see him. UK Hoodlum, when he got cheers at MSG, we don't know how much of that was real because they do pump in cheers in those arenas, and they get caught for it all the time. But this is a boxing. You don't get fined for pumping in cheer and crowd noises in the arena. So you don't know what happened to him. That could have been something that Eddie Hearn done. To be honest with you, and yeah, we can get on that later time. Jay Thomas, UK Hoodlum, now buddy, he ain't selling out the Garden. LT Thomas said he's going to buy Big Baby 2, another laydown fight. UK Hoodlum, LT Green, AJ is the biggest star in boxing. No, he's not. Canelo is the. Let me get this straight. Canelo Alvarez is the biggest star in boxing. There is no. I'm not a Canelo fan like that, but there is no other boxer in boxing right now that can make the money Canelo is, unless Floyd Mayweather comes out of retirement. There is nobody in the sport of boxing that can generate the amount of money or the amount of pay-per-view buys that Canelo does. AJ gets his pay-per-view buys in the UK, which is $20 to buy. Canelo sold 1 million pay-per-views at $100 a buy. That's $100 million. AJ's never seen $100 million in a fight. Canelo has. Canelo just signed for $360 million with the Zone. AJ signed for $140 million with Matchroom. Not the Zone, with Matchroom. And Matchroom fighters fight on the Zone. So you tell me the difference. Those American buys that Canelo got, those were 1 million American buys. That's not including his buys in Mexico. That's not including his buys in any other Hispanic country, Hispanic-speaking country. That's not including his buys in Canada. That's not including his buys in the UK because you guys love boxing just like we do. So I know you guys bought. I know you guys bought the pay-per-view. So for you to say that Anthony Joshua is a bigger star than Canelo, you're delusional. Canelo is the biggest star in boxing. And if you want to be technical, if Floyd Mayweather was to come back, nobody in boxing would even come close to his numbers. And he could fight that Japanese dude that he's fit to go into this exhibition fight, and he fight him over here in America. He'll outdo those numbers that Canelo just did, just on the strength of his name being Mayweather. And he has so many fans over here, and I'm not one. Yeah. But he has so many fans.
Not to switch the topic, but what was that spot? Because I'm with my boy that used to live in Texas. What was that chicken spot you said the name? What was the name of it?
It's either Frenchie's or Gus.
The Frenchie's or Gus?
Yeah, probably Frenchie's. But yeah, it's that's an impossible feat for him to be number one in boxing right now. I know y'all might, as far as being an AJ fan, I know y'all want him so bad to be the face of boxing, but It's not. I'm not a Canelo fan, but he's not the face of boxing, man. We have too many. The biggest boxing fans over in America are the Hispanic market, and it's millions of them, and they love their boxing and they love their star in Canelo.
Yep.
And
And the casuals love him too.
yeah, and the casual fans love him too. And AJ is not. Yeah, AJ is not close.
Hey, stay ready. And I also want to make this note, bro. When Pacquiao comes back to fight Adrian Broner, watch how many of those Pacquiao fans, tunnel up out the ground and come out holes and caves and all of this, and they start showing themselves again. Because at one time, Manny Pacquiao, was that dude right there with Floyd Mayweather. So,
oh yeah, you ain't lying, because Pacquiao is still a major star over here. Pacquiao sold out Jerry World. I can't name you another boxer that sold out Jerry World. He sold out Jerry World. So and he's not even from Texas. The fighter he fought wasn't it Ricky Hatton that he fought? No, he fought Ricky Hatton in Vegas. Who was that he fought in Jerry World? It was Miguel Cotto. He fought Miguel Cotto in Jerry World. And sold out.
It out.
That's 100-seat football stadium. A football stadium. That's not including the seats that they had close to the ring inside of that stadium. So it could have been more than 100,000 just without those chairs on a regular football game. It's 100,000. They added seats.
Yeah, man. And like I said, when he and Broner fight, watch how his name comes up out the mud and back into the heavens, and everybody gets yelling Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? People that ain't mentioned his name in years since Floyd beat him. Definitely since he lost to Jeff Horn. And watch how they start cheering and ranting, for Pacquiao. So man,
hold on real quick. And you can't hoodlum. Yeah, we heard what Max Kellerman said, but let me tell you something about Max Kellerman. Max, when you watching platforms here in America like First Take, because I don't give a damn about First Take, to be honest with you. I could care less. But Max Kellerman is he panders. And what I mean by that is they're pushing an agenda. When they push agenda like they push Triple G to try to make him be the face of boxing, they're working on pushing Lomachenko to try to make Lomachenko this big international star. But Lomachenko lost to Orlando Salido, and I just can't see him being just the greatest boxer right now, because I can see boxers like Mikey Garcia. I can see boxers like Tank giving him problems. But we can talk about that another time. That's why we, as boxing fans, we do not take Max Kellerman serious. Now, does he know his boxing? Hell yeah, Max knows his boxing. That's why he's able to pander the way he does. So, and go ahead, Roughhouse. You there, Roughhouse?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
And what was?
I was gonna say, man, real quick, to go back to what I was originally gonna say before I had to take that phone call. You were talking about the things that competes for the American fight fans' attention here in the States. So coming down the stretch, especially here recently, you're getting ready to have the Major League Baseball playoffs.
No.
You're getting ready to
the college playoffs.
Well, the divisionals and all of that. Doesn't that start in November? Didn't that start in November for baseball?
No, baseball is over, but it's about to start back over.
Start back up? Oh, okay. My bad.
They're about to start preseason.
So you got college football playoffs getting ready to start. And every sports channel that is not dedicated to a specific sport, like the NFL Network or the NFL net, the NBA Network or the NHL Network, if it's not devoted to a specific sport, they are going to be showing college football. I don't care if it's Division I, Division II, Division III. This time of year, that is king. Like you said, NFL playoff football is getting ready to start here in 3 weeks, 4 weeks,
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so and they've already started up the Saturday games. So you got football Saturday night as well as Sunday all day. You know, and not only that, but you got college basketball that has gotten into full swing and gotten this stride going. And I mean NBA, they're already in full stride. So there is so much that a boxer has to compete with to get the public's view and attention. And like you said, if you try to do something in the daytime, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man, I think the only reason that and I'm not exactly sure when Earl Spence got all those views. This was during the Olympics. He came on right after the Olympics. Was that what time of day was that? Do you remember?
That was about 6 or 7 o'clock.
Okay, so that's evening going into prime time. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So if that fight, I've seen the PBC cards that they put on like in the afternoon, and though even though some of those were good matchups, the numbers weren't the best because of the time slot that they were in. So
I can even add on to what you're saying real quick. Let's talk about the sports channels in general. ESPN and Fox being the major sports channels right now. If you go watch those sports channels on a regular basis, they do not talk about boxing whatsoever. In order to get your boxing news, even as far as the American public, they come here to YouTube. That's why we make our channels. That's why we're here. And that's why we talk about boxing, because we have an avenue to come watch boxing. When even when you have major fights, they only talk about it if it's somebody like Lomachenko, if it's somebody like Canelo or Earl Spence. I say Earl Spence because he's becoming a major star in boxing. And they talk about Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford fight on ESPN. And Teofimo Lopez because of his knockout. The only other way they're gonna talk about your fight is if you have a devastating knockout. If you go to decision, they're not gonna mention it one time on the channel. If you have a devastating knockout, you will be on SportsCenter. You won't be on none of the major channels like First Take, because you seen the interview with Anthony Joshua on First Take, and you seen them show as he was talking. They showed videos of him training. You didn't see him show one video of his fights because they never brought one of his fights or one of his clips on ESPN or Fox. Same thing goes for Big Baby Miller. Now they have for Wilder. Every Wilder fight, and at the knockouts, you've seen ESPN show that clip. Even F.A. Ajagba, when old dude walked out of the fight, that was a major talking point on ESPN. But as far as everything else, you don't hear nothing about him. You didn't hear about Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. That was a major fight, but you didn't hear nothing about that on none of the major sports channels. You didn't hear about who was it that fought last weekend? And it's just slipping my mind right now.
Last weekend, that was
Jesse Hart and Gilberto.
Yeah, you didn't hear nothing about that on nobody. Matter of fact, Gilberto Ramirez and Jesse Hart fought on ESPN. You didn't see nothing about that on ESPN. And if it was on ESPN Plus, you didn't hear nothing about that. And that's what I'm saying. Here in America, you have to be out. You got to be on prime time and have your face out in public so these people know who you are. As far as casual fans, the casual fans don't know him. There's not enough hardcore fans to push him in the sport, and he's not a huge star to the hardcore fans because we are one of them, and he's just not a major star to us because he's not putting himself out there to be a star.
Yep. Hey, and let's not get it twisted, man. And I'm gonna say it like this, man. Floyd Mayweather, for as much of a star as he was, as many people tuned in to see him lose as they did to see him win. Maybe more so to see him lose. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's this misconception that, AJ is a star, which means everybody loves AJ. So if you gotta be a if you're gonna be a star, then you're gonna be beloved by everybody. No, that's not the case. That is not the case. You know, like I said, with Floyd, there were probably more people, and it's good for Floyd because you're gonna get that money, regardless of whether you tune in to see him win or tune in to see him lose. But there were probably more people that tuned in rooting against him, didn't care who he was fighting against, wasn't a fan of the person he was fighting against, but they tuned in to see him lose that oath and take an L. You know, so regardless of how Deontay Wilder or any other, the Charlos, Errol Spence, it would be cool if everybody loved them, but that's not going to be the case. But at the end of the day, I don't think they really care all that much, as long as people tune in and check them out. And maybe they'll be able to convert some of these people that didn't like them.
And you know what? I actually was an AJ fan until Aldo the first negotiation started. He pushed me away by the way they handled it. That's my only issue. But as far as him being a boxer, AJ is a great fundamental fighter. But he's not a star in America yet. He's working on it, but he's not a star in America yet.
But he's not even remotely close to being a star in America. And I know a lot of these UK cats, man. Hey, I tip my hat to y'all. Y'all support y'all homegrown fighters, y'all cats from the soil, man. Y'all support that, bro. But just because he's big at your house does not mean he's big at our house, because he is not.
He's not. Because I can tell you right now, it's more. I'm gonna give you an example. It's more people in the UK that know the Charlo brothers than anybody in America know of AJ.
Real talk.
And the Charlo brothers aren't international stars; they're American stars.
Right.
So that's an example. Just because you think they are international stars, they're not. Because you see, and one thing you got to understand that when it comes to TV is biased as hell, especially over there in the UK. Because I guarantee the UK probably showed the fanfare over there. We didn't see the fanfare over here. We didn't hear all the cheers and everything for AJ. We didn't see no fanfare.
Yep.
And that's coming from us hardcores.
Hey, stay ready. And to kind of double back and piggyback on one of the points you made a little while ago. You were talking about like platforms like ESPN and Fox and how they don't report on boxing, bro. Even the major fights that happen,
Yep.
talk about a Floyd fight back in the day when he was in his heyday. Even a fight like that, you would hear a report the night of the fight. You hear probably about a 5-10 minute bit on it, and then maybe 1 or 2 days later you would hear about it, and then after that it was dead. There was nothing else said about that boxing match.
Right.
And that's just the way it is here in America, man. I mean, it's sad, especially for boxing fans. It's sad. And like you said, if you want boxing news and you're a hardcore boxing fan, the PBC just put out their new show into PBC Boxing this past Saturday. But other than that, you gotta go to YouTube and look at these YouTube channels and internet channels for boxing news, because the American sports media doesn't deem boxing as a prevalent sport like that, in order to put the money behind and back it and push it and promote it like that.
And then I salute the channels like Scrapbook Boxing and Blood Retro Boxing and Documentaries, because when you got channels like the NFL Network and when football season is not going on, they show old football games.
Yeah.
But then we can go to Retro Boxing and go to Scrapbook to just look at some of the history on the sport, because they put it out there in the front. Right there for you to see. So that I salute to those brothers. You can't go to a channel on TV and have something like that, because boxing is just not a big major sport like that in the States.
Yep.
For it to be, I would love for it to be that way. But
yeah, I was gonna say, man, the closest you're gonna get to that is
probably the ESPN Plus app, where they got all the old top ranked fights. They got all of them archived. But that's if you don't have that app, you're not gonna see it.
Yeah. Facts.
Yep.
Nah.
So bad reality, but it is what it is.
That's what we have to deal with as boxing fans in America. Now in the UK, y'all might have more avenues to talk boxing. Like y'all got your Sky Sports channel, you got your BT Sports channel, you got your ITV channel, but we don't have that. We got ESPN and Fox, and that's just for regular. Oh, and Comcast Sportsnet, and Comcast Sportsnet, that's all basketball. ESPN and ESPN and Fox, college football, NFL, NBA, and some major league games, but they only really show that playoffs.
Yep.
So, and that's what we have to deal with over here. What's going on, legendary Top Cat? Michael Johnson, salute. Rob Sportsman Lee, salute. Appreciate you for coming to the channel. Tommy Gunn, salute. LT Green, salute. Scrapbook, salute.
Scrapbook, the OG. Hey,
Yeah,
shout
that's
out to
the
that
OG.
boy, legendary Top Cat, man. That's a fam right there, man. He putting it down on this channel, man. So if y'all out there, if y'all, as soon as y'all get the chance, if you haven't already, subscribe to the legendary Top Cat and the OG Scrapbook Boxing, man. Get your boxing knowledge, weight game up.
And legendary Top Cat is out of H-Town, so y'all salute to my brother. Y'all go subscribe to him. So I'm gonna get off of AJ for a while. I don't even want to talk about him because this week is Charlo week. So I want to get y'all opinion on this fight. He's fighting Matt Korobov since he's not fighting Willie Monroe anymore. What is your take on that fight? And what do you think the outcome is going to be?
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I don't know a whole lot about Korobov, but I know enough about Charlo that I'm going to ride with Charlo. Now, I will be doing some breakdowns and predictions on the fights that are coming up this weekend. As a matter of fact, when I get home, I'm going to start jumping in the film. And I'm trying to think, who is Korobov's most notable fight?
I've only seen two of his. I'm gonna tell you, I've only seen two of his fights, and the two fights that I seen was Andy Lee when he fought for a championship, and when he beat up Jose Uzcategui. It was a good fight with Jose. He pulled that out. You in the helicopter?
Was that?
Was somebody in the helicopter?
Nah, man. I'm driving.
Oh, okay, okay, but yeah. But with he fought Andy Lee and he got stopped by Andy Lee. And he fought Jose Uzcategui.
Okay. 503, what it do?
What's up? What's up, homie?
What's good? What's good, bro? Hey, y'all. Hey, if y'all haven't, go subscribe to my bro 503 Line, the other half of the Houston Hard Hitters, man. We got something special coming for y'all.
Yeah, man. What y'all talking about, man? I know I'm a little late to the party and shit.
Man, it's all good, man. We was talking. Right now, I'm talking about these Charlo brothers fight. I started the show out talking about what the WBC had to say about Willie Monroe and everything that was going on with him. We done talked about AJ with him. He's supposed to be fighting Big Baby Miller come June, and that April 13th date is going to be Kell Brook and Amir Khan. Hey,
okay.
Rough House.
Well, I've been watching them. I've been watching the Boxing Voice, bro. Have you heard anything about AJ supposed to be offering Wilder $28 million?
Okay, so let me mute yourself real quick, Rough House, because it's a lot of background noise. Okay, there you go. I don't know where Act went, but okay. So this is what was said. It wasn't that he's offering Deontay Wilder's $28 million. What he's offering is that he said in the Sky Sports interview this morning is that he will pay Deontay Wilder double anything that he's made in any fight. And where they got that number from because of a purse, I think his highest purse was $14 million, and they just doubled it. But that's not the most that he's made in the fight. because all the numbers hasn't came out that what he made in the Tyson Fury fight yet. So if they want to double it, you're looking at something way north of that, 28 million.
Okay.
Way north of that 28 million. And if even at 28 million, that's going to be more than what AJ is going to get, because the money they've generated in the fight was 50 million when he fought Klitschko, and yeah, I don't see him offering that much money, because even with that, they're still offering a flat fee with some incentives. So that's what that is. They even talked to his trainer about it, because I was listening to it earlier, but I ended up jumping on the web breaker, and we was talking about some of the other stuff that was going on, because there was a lot of news broke today.
Yeah, man. I'm late to the party, bro. Y'all gotta fill me in on the news, man. What's been going down?
So, come to find out, Willie Monroe got caught doping. Well, he got caught taking testosterone boosters, which is used as a masking agent to hide a steroid. So basically, he got caught taking steroids, and that they're doing a full investigation. And the reason they're not putting him in the fight is because they want to have time to do a full investigation and give Willie Monroe his I can't even say the word right now because we done talked about so much. But they're just giving him his time in court, basically, and they're not going to let him fight because they haven't did the investigation. They don't have time to do the investigation. They want to do a thorough investigation before they make any kind of ruling on it.
Right.
So he's going to be fighting Matt Korobov, which that's exactly where we was. I had asked them, what do they think about the fight with him fighting Matt Korobov, and what do you think the outcome is going to be in that fight?
Okay, yeah. So this motherfucker was doped up, man.
Yeah,
testosterone levels on 1,000.
The boy's trying. He's trying to get prostate cancer without the testosterone.
The mongoose was goddamn me juicing, man. Goddamn, man. Shit.
And these are my thoughts. Don't take it for my word, because I don't know if it's the case, but just me just looking at the situation. You're not known as a knockout artist, so you want to take some steroids to try to get yourself up, get your strength up. You know what I'm saying? So you can try to get a knockout on Charlo, because you know how strong he is, and you probably taking testosterone boosters to hide that. And testosterone boosts, I'm gonna tell y'all something about testosterone boosts. It boosts your testosterone levels back to like when you was a kid again, and it makes you go harder in the gym. And it really does. It makes you go hard, like you taking some creatine. It makes you go hard in the gym. But it was used as a masking agent. So I feel like you was trying to hurt Maul. In my eyes, you was trying to hurt Maul. And I feel like once everything clears and you back in boxing, I want Maul to take that fight just so he can beat the brakes off him. Me personally. But I want him to get that fight with Canelo first.
Yeah, I did a video about that this morning before I laid it down. And the pressure is on Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? But man, be honest with you, man, I'm really disappointed in Willie Monroe, man. And I wanna say something right quick, and I'm gonna let everybody else talk. What the fuck is all these videos about this situation? Because everybody got something to say about dudes down here in Texas. We juicing, we this, we that. You know what I'm saying? All these boxers got something to say, but I don't see nobody saying nothing about this. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on?
I was gonna make a video about that later. I wasn't gonna say nothing on the live. I was actually gonna make a personal video, because I haven't dropped a regular video in a while, and that was gonna be the video I dropped, because everybody had something to say about when the Charlos missed their VADA testing date, that they had something to say, they must be juicing and this and that. When everybody say, well, look at Earl Spence nipples, he must be juicing. But now that one of their opponents is is tested positive. You don't hear nothing from nobody. Everybody is quiet. That irritates the fuck out of me because y'all quick to jump on these boys and why they resume they not fighting nobody. Man, that shit pisses me off.
Not to cut you off, Mac, man. That's just natural Texas water, slave DNA, bro. You know what I mean? That's all that is. Them boys are just strong as hell.
I know.
All that is.
I know.
Boys are strong. You know what I mean? You can see how strong he is. Look how short that hook was in that Hugo Centennial fight. So kid had to throw a short, perfect left hook, pull that fight up.
Man,
you can pull that fight up. And people always want to, yeah.
Look at the jab he hit J-Rock with. That's what I'm going to end with. That's still.
Yeah, and I still got to pull up that Triple G fight where they say Triple G knocked somebody down with a jab. What fight was that again?
Shit, I don't even remember. I got to pull it up my damn self. Like, for real.
What's up, one of them ones?
One of them ones, what's up with it, my brother?
The 503 too. What's good, 503? My fault.
What's good? You heard? Harlem in the house, you heard?
Yep. You almost sounded like you was from New York. Yeah.
What's good, fellas? Stay ready. Rough House 503.
Yeah, what's up with it, my brother? Man, welcome to the chat. Matter of fact, I'm glad
what
you
it do?
on.
What it do?
One of the ones I'm glad you on because I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna talk about this Charlo thing and then I'm gonna get with you because I got some questions to ask you on this AJ, this new stuff that came out about AJ that World Boxing News reported. I'm gonna get with you on that in just a second, but I still want to get everybody's take on this Matt Korobov and his Maul fight, and what do y'all think of the fight itself and the outcome? Because I've heard people saying that they glad that he's fighting somebody like Korobov because this is not going to be an easy fight, and I just want to know everybody's thoughts.
Korobov, I mean, I've heard of him, but I've not seen him fight. So, if I could be so arrogant to say that, you know, the fact that I don't know much about him suggests that, you know, this is going to be a breeze. I mean, yeah, as I say, I know about him. I know he's a Russian living in America now, doing his thing. His record is okay. It's not great. It's okay. You know, just looking at the statistics, that's not the whole picture, and that's not a way that I, you know, typically judge a fighter just off of statistics. But you know, I've only got a certain amount of hours in a day, and I'm quite busy in my life, so I'm quite selective as to, you know, what fights I can catch up on and so forth. But yeah, as I say, I don't know much about him, and I think this is going to be a breeze. But you know, I'm here to get educated, so you know.
Well, I want you to go back and watch his fight against Jose Escataki. He beat Jose Escataki. That was a good fight for him, and I want you to go back and watch when he lost to Andy Lee.
Wait. So two fights, yeah. So Jose or Scott?
Jose Escataki. You know, the champion at 168.
Okay.
WBA champion. I mean, not the WBA. The IBF champion at 168. Who's fighting Caleb Platt next year. And I'm ready to see that fight. But yeah, that fight right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
I think he's gonna win. I think Mauler's gonna win, and I think he's gonna win by a knockout. But it's not gonna be just a walkthrough fight.
Okay,
which it might be because it's a short notice for both of them, and I think Mauler is skilled enough to make it more difficult for Korobov, and Korobov is to make it difficult for Mauler.
So stay ready. You vouching for this dude, yeah?
I'm vouching that he's a good fighter.
Okay. That's what's up. You know, when I don't know certain things, I like to consult with my dons. You know, with the people in the know.
Right on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you. And so news broke today that Anthony Joshua is gonna be fighting Jarrell Big Baby Miller in June at Madison Square Garden here in New York. And the April 13th date is gonna be Kell Brook and Amir Khan. It's no longer open for AJ. That's the news that came out today. But on Sky Sports this morning, AJ had an interview saying that he got the date, he got the venue, and he's willing to offer Deontay Wilder double his biggest purse.
Yeah, I mean,
And you in the UK, we got some United Kingdom boxing is in the chat, and you also got UK hoodlum in the chat. So, and they say he's a huge star in America, but we all know that's not true.
who's a huge star? Who? AJ?
Yeah, in America.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they're from the UK, I don't know if they spend a lot of time in America that informs their opinion, or whether they're just speculating. So
Speculation.
Yeah.
Reckless speculation.
So yeah, on this situation here, it's disappointing. Because it's like it's kind of time wasting. Big Baby Miller. Does anyone really want to see that fight? Right now, I don't think AJ's got time to be wasting, fighting people like Trezor or White or Big Baby Miller. I mean, look, I'll watch the fight. And I think AJ will beat Big Baby Miller. I don't see Big Baby Miller beating AJ at all. Although this is heavyweight boxing, so everyone's got a puncher's chance. It is what it is. But, at this stage in AJ's career, I don't want to see him fighting people like Big Baby Miller and, Chisora, as I say. And I don't want to see him fighting another Takam. All I want to see from AJ is Wilder, Fury, or Ortiz. All right, as I said before, the top 4 heavyweights is Wilder, Fury, Ortiz. Everyone has fought each other now, yeah, in one way or another. AJ hasn't fought anyone of any of the top 4, and that's what AJ needs right now. I've heard he's in America. He's talking about he's desperate for Wilder and this and that. Well, look, I don't know what the situation is, but if he can't get the Wilder fight because Wilder is concentrating on Fury, that's fine. Then, what's the next best thing? It isn't Big Baby Miller. It should be Ortiz. It should be Ortiz. That's no disrespect to Big Baby Miller. I like Big Baby Miller. I see him as a bit of a clown. He's entertaining. he just makes me laugh, man. He's a funny guy. For some reason, he's just a funny guy to me. But I just think this is a bit of a waste of time, him fighting people. I mean, where the hell did this even come from? Like, I'm not even sure where. Oh, actually, I know what it is. It's because of the confrontation at the DAZN launch thing. So that's probably where it's come from. They're probably building it off of that. But as I say, it's not something that I'm particularly excited about. The only thing I want to see from AJ is him fight either Fury, Wilder, or Ortiz. And see, this Wilder and Ortiz seem to be, Wilder and Fury seem to be, in the process of negotiating their rematch. The only credible person AJ should be fighting is Ortiz. I think this is a good time for AJ to fight Ortiz as well because, my uncle Ortiz, he's getting older, and I just feel like this is the best time. As to whether he ducked him before and all of that, I just think this is a good time for him to take on Ortiz and gain that respect and credibility. Either way.
One of them ones. Let me just say something. I agree with you with the Ortiz thing. I would want to see that fight with AJ first, but we all know that he's not gonna make that fight. I disagree with you as far as I wouldn't mind seeing the Big Baby Miller fight because I'm looking at it from the Big Baby Miller aspect. It's time to step it up. So on his perspective, that actually would be an upgrade because I'm sick of watching and fighting these type of dudes that you put on Uber cars. You know,
You remember, yeah.
you know, I copyrighted that word. I want 10 cents every time I say it. I'm sick and tired of that, bro. So I'm not really trying to look at it from AJ's perspective. If you ask me right now, who would you rather see, Dillian White and AJ or Jarrell Big Baby Miller or AJ? I gotta go with my New York brother on that. I mean, shoot, I can't beat on him on that. I'll take that. I'll actually be grateful if AJ take that fight because I do rate him at least in the top 5. Him possibly being number 5, maybe. You know,
Yeah,
Big Baby Miller. So that's why I don't think that is too bad. But I'd rather see that something new than see a rematch with Homeboy, Dillian White.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
we gotta get Dillian White all the way. Excuse my language, man. All the way the fuck out of here. Like
yeah.
somebody gotta knock him.
I agree with what you're saying. From the perspectives of Big Baby Miller, this is a great fight.
Yeah. I
And
know what you're
yeah,
saying about AJ. I know you saying like you feel like he could, but at least he's fighting somebody in the top 5. I feel like among the heavyweights, him probably being like literally number
Hey,
5, maybe.
so so let me ask Roughhouse and 503. What do y'all think?
What's the question again, bro?
We're talking about as far as the people that AJ and with Big Baby Miller and AJ having this fight in June.
Right.
Is that a fight that you're interested in seeing, or is it somebody else? Luis Ortiz, Fury, or Wilder? We all know we all want Wilder. That's what we are interested in seeing.
Right.
Is Big Baby Miller at the bottom of the list, or would you rather see somebody else if he's not fighting Wilder?
Well, Dillian White is at the bottom of the list, but I would put Big Baby one step over Dillian White. AJ Wilder is the fight that we all want to see, but I don't believe that's happening. So I'm with one of them ones, man. I think the most logical option would be Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz still has that boogeyman moniker label, you know what I'm saying? And if Wilder and Fury go ahead and do their thing like they supposed to, like we want them to, that seems like the only viable option that's going to lend him some credibility, you know, as far as his resume and his reputation. And then he'll at least be able to say, okay, well, I fought some of the same competition you fought. And then we'll be able to better gauge, you know, I know triangle theories don't work, but we'll be able to better gauge a potential matchup between AJ and Wilder based off of both of them's interaction with Ortiz. So, I mean, I'm kind of interested in Big Baby just because it's somebody different. But I mean, it's a 5, maybe a 6 on my interest level out of 10. You know.
Okay, 503. You go. I'm gonna say my take, but I'm gonna let you go first. 503.
Yeah, man, appreciate that, Mac. I'm kind of excited about this, man. I'm not even much gonna lie to you, man, because I've come to the reality of it, man. He's not fighting Luis Ortiz. He don't give a fuck what we say, what anybody say. It's not gonna happen, man. You know, in my opinion, Luis Ortiz is the most dangerous fight for him to take next to Wilder. I would have to put that number 2. You know what I'm saying? And there's really no reward for him fighting Luis Ortiz at this point. So he went with his stablemate in Big Baby, and I think it's a good fight, man. I know it's gonna be very, very entertaining as far as, you know, the shit talking and the gloves are off and the press conferences and stuff like that or whatnot. Big Baby Miller is gonna bring the dark side out of AJ, you know, because he really not a, you know, a shit talking type of guy. So I think it's gonna be very, very entertaining. He's gonna bring that Brooklyn, New York out, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. It's a good fight for AJ right now at this point. We was talking about this last week, and you know we said Big Baby Miller would be an okay fight, but I know one of them ones is upset that he not fighting Ortiz. But he ain't gonna never fight Ortiz, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah,
And
I don't think so either.
and I think he seen last week what Canelo did in New York, man, and I think that he trying to creep into America, man. So he using he using Big Baby Miller as a checkmate to slither his way into America and get some of these American boxing fans on this side, man. So I think it's a smart, slick move by Eddie Hearn and AJ, man. But it's gonna be a good fight, man, come June. And another thing, you know these dudes be lying because they was so adamant about they was locked in for Wembley in April, but they just all of a sudden switched it up, man. So you got to watch them dudes, man.
But no. They still have the date. It's just not going to be AJ and Wilder. It's going to be Kell Brook and Amir Khan.
So Khan and Kell Brook going to be fighting in Wembley instead of AJ?
Yep, on the 13th.
Okay, gotcha.
So my take. And first, I want to say, Lars Dawkins, I'm not a Big Baby Miller fan at all, but dude got some power. I gotta give him some credit. He do got some power, but most of it is him shifting his weight into his punches, and that's gonna hurt him in the long run. I'm gonna say that now. And but
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, I was just in 503 brought up a point that just made me think about it. So if AJ does fight Big Baby, and this just came to my mind, I think all that does is that gives another avenue for Wilder, down the road. Let's say Wilder fights Fury, and then after that fight, AJ and Big Baby fight. All right, now after that, the contract negotiations heat up again between Wilder and AJ. AJ and them still aren't talking about the money that Wilder wants. Wilder can just go fight Big Baby. You know what I'm saying? And I think that will lift Big Baby's profile enough to where, he will be somebody credible, and then once again you'll have
But before you say something on it,
yeah.
Big Baby Miller fighting Deontay Wilder is career suicide. And I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it as far as bringing up his profile name. He might raise his name up, but I can't name one fighter right now that has fought Deontay Wilder besides Luis Ortiz that has came back and looked decent in their next fight, or even has came back to fight, except Luis Ortiz. Even Molina came back and he got beat up his next fight. Nobody looks the same or fights the same after they fight Deontay Wilder. It's like he shifts their brain and messed them up mentally.
I get that.
So I wouldn't even do that to Big Baby Miller right now, huh?
Rough House.
Yeah.
I think that would be that would have a devastating effect on Big Baby Miller's stock. It'd have a devastating effect on Big Baby's stock.
Hey, 503, do me a favor, run it real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. One of the ones. What you was about to say, bro?
Yeah, I'll keep it short. Yeah, Wilder will starch him, and I just think that when he does that, that's just going to drop his stock even further. And I just think that a fight between Wilder and Big Baby is not the right time. It's not the right time. I think that Big Baby should take on. He should take the fight with AJ, or one of his peers like Dylan White or Chisora or something like that.
Right. I was gonna say I hear what y'all. I understand what y'all saying. I agree with y'all wholeheartedly that that Wilder is Big Baby. But what I'm saying is after after Wilder and Fury rematch, and then if AJ and Big Baby fight, which is supposed to be in June, after that, who is AJ going to fight that is going to lend him credibility after that? Because we've already said he's probably not going to fight Luis Ortiz. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is he going to fight Fury? I don't know. But Now you look at the options that Deontay Wilder has by AJ fighting Big Baby and bringing his profile and his name into the mix. All he did was just present another viable option for Wilder. And then people can say, okay, well, AJ fought Big Baby and it went so many rounds, and then it'll be Wilder fights Big Baby and it goes so many rounds, and they got that to judge off. And that's just another brick in the argument and the resume of Wilder and AJ, but Wilder, in this case. So that's what I was saying. I think all that does is present another opportunity for Wilder if they bring Big Baby into the mix.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because we talked about it before. Who is the opponent that is going to keep raising and lifting AJ's stock at this point? If he doesn't fight Wilder and if he doesn't fight Ortiz, I don't know.
Well, see, this is the thing though, Roughouse. And that it goes like, in my book, it goes like this: AJ needs to want the fight against Ortiz, Fury, or Wilder. Now,
right,
if it becomes apparent that he definitely just doesn't want to fight any of the top three, the remainder of the top four, then the case is closed. Like, AJ, shouldn't even be considered for anything, because you can't be the best without fighting the best. All this fighting Big Baby and all these other guys, yeah, that's cool. That's all good. But when you're talking about legacy and being an undisputed champion, you have to fight the best. And there's no way you can do that without fighting any of the top three. Now, this is a great move for Big Baby. He should absolutely take the fight against AJ. From his perspective, it's all good. As Ak was saying, I agree with my brother 100%. But from AJ's perspective, he shouldn't even be looking at Big Baby. As I say, he should be looking at Ortiz. If Wilder and Fury's tied up, he should be looking at Ortiz. But as you guys are saying, it seemed like AJ's not interested in Ortiz. So
he not gonna never fight Ortiz, one of the ones. You could just hang that up, man, and let it dry, bro. He ain't fighting Ortiz, man.
So then,
I can hear the frustration in your voice, man.
Hey, okay. So check this out. I got some more news. Okay, so Anthony Joshua has just stated, this was 19 minutes ago, that Miller will get his chance if he wants to fight. He doesn't need to become my enemy and get on my wrong side. He can sit down like a businessman and negotiate his terms with dignity and respect, and we can shake hands and fight. Anthony Joshua on Big Baby Miller.
Oh, well.
I've been breaking news all day today. It's a lot of stuff coming out today.
Max, I think you the black pokey deck.
No.
When did that come out? Did it come out today, or did that come out yesterday?
I'm reading this on Twitter right now. I'm on Twitter.
Yeah. Start calling your ass Maczilla around this hole, man.
I think I read that yesterday, about AJ's comments there are talking about he doesn't need to be my enemy, and he needs to approach me respectfully and all that kind of basically that's where he was getting at.
It might have been. I just it's a lot of stuff that be coming out on Twitter, and when it comes across my timeline, I see it.
Yeah.
Wait, can I ask you guys on the panel something? I've been dying to ask this. I've been a little quiet. So if Big Baby Miller gets upset, I favor Joshua in the fight. Trust and believe that. But if for some strange reason the stars and the planets align right for Jarrell Big Baby Miller, what is the next step?
What if Big Baby beats Joshua?
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a rematch, so I shouldn't even.
Yeah, I suppose there would be a rematch, but if it depends how he beats him. You know, if it's a puncher's chart, if he's getting battered the whole fight and he just, you know, he swings and he catches Joshua and drops him, then I think that there would be a rematch. But if he styles on him, then, you know, that immediately elevates Big Baby questionably into the realm of Fury and Wilder. You know, it catapults him into that direction. That's my take on it.
Yeah, and you got to know that anybody that is fighting AJ, that rematch clause is gonna be in there for AJ anyway. That rematch clause is gonna be in there. There is no way that Eddie is gonna let him risk those belts and not be able to get it back automatically, or not have the opportunity to get it back, an automatic opportunity to get it back.
Well, but how said this? Why would he do that though? Right? Why would he do that when you know what I mean? If he knows what's up to stay ready, if he knows he's gonna win, he don't need the rematch clause. I mean, those are the words that they used in the past, right? I'm just saying, right?
Yeah, right.
What's wrong with
Big Baby Miller also answered Anthony Joshua too. He said, "Listen, I'm built for war, not politics. Tell the blank," he put a whole bunch of asterisks, "and we can shake hands after I punch you in the face. Save all the fake smile shit for the birds. Talk all that smack behind closed doors. I've been hearing keep the same energy, but you are more fake than a pair of double D implants. Keep hiding till we sign the contract. I've been saying it and I'm gonna keep saying it. Boy, I'm coming for your head. This one is personal, simple. I've been talking shit and I'm not going to stop. I ain't begging for nothing. I earned it. Simple. Leap since you feel froggy. Fool PG-13. Tell the contract signed. Then rated R. No mercy."
He fake. Man, said, "Look, man, what you earn? You ain't beat nobody. I'm not."
He ain't beat nobody. I'll agree to that. He ain't beat nobody. Now he beat a broke down Gerald Miller after Deontay Wilder knocked him out. I mean Gerald Washington.
Gerald Washington. Yeah. And he fought Duopaz too. I'm just saying.
He didn't look good.
Nah, he didn't. He looked like trash in that fight. But
and Walk too. He looked like trash against Walk too.
Hey, where's Roughhouse? What happened to Roughhouse?
He left out. But I gotta ask Callie. Callie, so are you not excited about this fight at all? Does this not, make you move or no?
No, I actually want Anthony Joshua to beat the brakes off this dude, bro. For real. I do. He's talking about his mama. I'm not for that, man. I don't get down with that at all. That's I keep the same energy when it comes to that. Don't disrespect someone's mom, man. His mom had nothing to do with any of this, man. You want to disrespect him, don't go there. Don't talk about his mom, man. It's like I wouldn't want nobody talking about my parents. You don't talk about nobody's family, man. You keep them out of it. It's between you and him. You know what I'm saying? So no, yeah, I'm excited about it. I hope Anthony Joshua destroy this dude, bro. For real. I'm Team Joshua for this fight. This fight and this fight only, but I'm for Team Joshua. I want Joshua to destroy the dude.
Hey, I'm not knocking you for it. I honestly don't care who wins this fight. One thing that I'm gonna say about the whole situation is that he said it was personal, but I'm just trying to understand like where and why did it get personal? Because and how? If you called the DAZN opening party or coming out party or coming out the closet party, whatever you want to call it, where it got personal, but you started it.
Oh, maybe AJ, maybe AJ, maybe Big Baby's girl wanted Anthony Joshua or something, and Anthony Joshua really had no interest, and he just showed you to see maybe he thought that this dude could take his woman whenever he wants, but AJ's really into dudes. I don't know. Just wanted to have.
I don't know, man. It's weird. So I guess that's why.
But it doesn't make sense for it to be personal because I can't think of anything that AJ's actually done to him. I don't think AJ thinks about Big Baby Miller, to be honest with you.
Me neither. I don't either. I don't see where it got personal at all. Nowhere.
If anything, it should be personal for AJ. But that's what I'm saying. AJ don't really let people see the other side of him. So that's what I'm more excited about the build up to this fight. You know what I'm saying? And how is it going to play out? You know what I'm saying? But
hey, 503, I agree with you, man. AJ, he doesn't let people see the other side of him, and people go off of what they see. But I kind of see Big Baby as the US Dylan White. He talks a gang of shit, and yeah, I just don't take him serious, man. When I see him, I just laugh. Wasn't there something where he bought a Lamborghini, but he had to get it modified because he couldn't fit in it or something. Big Baby just makes me laugh. But does anyone actually think that Big Baby can beat Joshua? Does anyone actually think Big Baby can beat Joshua, or does anyone?
No, I don't. Let me say this. Let me stop. There's a chance if he could take Anthony Joshua's power, I think Joshua's in trouble because he ain't got no stamina.
I'm gonna say this, Big Baby. I don't think Big Baby Miller got stamina because one thing I do know is Joshua can take punches. He couldn't take Klitschko punches, but he can take punches. If they get into a slugfest, it's who wins. They both gonna gas out because all that weight on Big Baby Miller, he's gone long rounds with garbage opponents. But when he was in trouble, what was that dude's name? I can't think of that. I think he was Russian. Dude he fought on HBO. I can't think his name, but he gassed out in that fight. He looked like garbage in that fight too. Only way I see Big Baby Miller winning if he get into an actual boxing match and get inside it and be a pocket fighter in this fight for this reason. No bully tactics, because those bully tactics to get him knocked out. It'll leave his chin wide open. But we'll see. What you think, Ak? I ain't heard from you in a
while. Go to somebody else real quick. Stay ready. I'll come back to you.
All right, one of the ones you was about to go. What was you going to say?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a clear win for Joshua. I mean, although in the heavyweight division, as I keep saying, anyone can get it and anything can happen, and everyone's got a puncher's chance. So it's not impossible for Big Baby to beat Joshua. I just see this as a clear victory for Joshua, and this is another reason why I'm not too excited about this. But hey, look, I like boxing, and I'll watch the fight. But these guys only fight 3 times a year, and Big Baby taking up the date in June. Yeah, as I say, I would have rather AJ had took a more meaningful fight. But it's kind of like Chisora and White for me. I'm not excited about that fight either because I know what's going to happen. Both of them are going to gas out at the 6th round, and it's just going to be 2 guys slapping titties together.
I like the fight. It seems really entertaining to me. I really want to see it. I really want to see who wins, and Big Baby, number 1 PvP, and I think he can actually do some damage, and I would love to see a slug. Definitely.
Hold on, time out. Did you say who'd you say was number 1 PvP?
Big Baby Miller, man.
Battle rifle. Stop.
I know that was a joke. That got to be a joke. He's joking, y'all. Don't pay Battle Rifle no attention. That's got to be a joke.
But for real deal, I'm actually excited for the fight. I want to see a slugfest between 2 heavyweights. I think it's really entertaining.
Do you know what I think would be a good, an interesting matchup? White and Big Baby. I'd like to see that fight.
I actually been calling for that fight for a long time, and I think that would be very interesting, man. The odd fella salute.
I just find it real funny, man, how Big Baby Miller just skipped the whole line, man. You know what I'm saying? I guess talking about somebody mama will do that, maybe. I don't know. But he did skip the whole fucking line, man. He didn't fight none of them dudes. He didn't fight White, Chisora. He didn't fight Joseph Parker.
I was just gonna say he didn't fight Parker. He didn't even fight Charles Martin or Adam Kownacki.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him fight Charles Martin, to be honest with you. I really would.
I mean, he said he wouldn't fight Kownacki because they were friends. That's why he left PBC, I think.
He wouldn't
But
fight Joe Joyce because he want 10 million to fight Joe Joyce. He won't fight nobody.
that's ludicrous. I don't know what he's smoking.
So after AJ spark him out, I hope this motherfucker be quiet, man. Cause we all know you ain't gonna fight Wild after you get
I
knocked out
think
by AJ.
Big Baby actually has a chin, in my opinion. I mean, the thing is, like, I feel like if you did kickboxing, you probably, took some shots to the head. You never got knocked out in kickboxing. I know the heavyweight division is a totally different ball game, but
No,
still,
but Wilder knocked him out cold in sparring, man. That's why he acting the way he acting by Wilder.
essentially, what I heard from a friend
Man,
who said
hold on,
like
Battle Rifle. He did not get dehydrated because I know that's what you're gonna say. If he was dehydrated,
no,
he shouldn't have got in the ring.
well, no, I'm talking about. A friend told me at least that what Big Baby did was essentially he said he had talked with some friend from the gym, and he said that essentially what Big Baby did was he was like, hold on, he had went into his corner, he had got the ring or something like that. He didn't get knocked out, but he was just like something like I think he said he was feeling lightheaded or something.
Nah, I heard he got knocked
Basically,
out.
the second stage of the concussion, he had to go to the hospital. I can believe it.
Hey,
Even if he did it, bro. Even
hey,
if he did it, that yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say it was Duhaupas that he went 12 rounds with. That he gassed out. It was Duhaupas. It was him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
that's that trash fight we was just talking about. He looked
yeah,
trash in.
he did. He looked like complete crap in that fight, and I remember that fight. That was on HBO.
Man,
Yeah, shit. Wilder could barely get him up out of there. That was a tough ass Frenchman, man. You know, the ref had to stop that fight.
I think he's Polish, but yeah, Duhaupas is really tough. When I seen Povetkin knock him out, I was like, oh God,
he was born in France.
was he?
Yeah, that's why I thought he was a Frenchman. But if he Polish, then shit, he tough, man. That's all I know.
He probably is. Let me look him up.
He got knocked out by He got knocked out by Alexander Povetkin.
Yeah, he got knocked out devastatingly, actually.
But with the veteran on the beam, did he pop a beam though?
Well, actually,
that made a difference. Well, most of his knockouts. Let me stop fighting.
Hey, that's a good question, bro, because we don't know. Because we don't know. That's a good question.
I was just gonna say real quick. Well, most of his knockouts was when he popped the beam anyway. So
that's his whole career.
I don't know.
That's his whole career. I'm just saying. What was you saying, 503?
Yeah, we don't know if that motherfucker popped a steroid, man, because that fight was in the UK. It was on the undercard of Anthony Joshua and them. So that's how he got catapulted into fighting Anthony Joshua. Right after he knocked out Duhaupas or whatever.
Well, when he fought Duhaupas, he was after that fight. He was supposed to fight Deontay Wilder. That's when they found out that's when he popped dirty.
Yeah,
you're right. He is French. I'm getting him confused. with Marius Wach. Wach is actually Polish.
Yeah, that's another fight. Big Baby Miller look shit in. I'm telling you now. I know you like Big Baby Miller battle rifle dog, but he gonna get knocked out, bro. When he gas out and AJ catches second win, because that's when AJ is most dangerous, dog. When he get his second win, he going for the kill. I'm just telling you right now. I'm with Anthony Joshua in this fight.
I can't even knock you for that.
I compare him to like Lennox Lewis in the sense, not in the sense that they're still the same. It's just that how Lennox Lewis, like you get his knockouts, they're always early. But when he gets that second win, he turns into a whole different fighter. You can see that in some of his fights, like with this was a good example, like Mike Tyson. Yeah, he had a good start, but like it's not gonna nothing compared to like the later half of the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got quiet on me. Was it a rapture again? What happened? And one of the ones, you still there with me? Okay, there everybody go. I was like, what happened? A rapture happened? 503 was talking and just bam. But yeah. All right, what's up with everybody back, man? But man, I want to go ahead and get off this Anthony Joshua's topic. Let's talk about these undercards on this fight this weekend, man. Let's talk about these undercards. So, as of right now, we got F.A. Ajagba. He's going to be fighting. His is to be announced. Dominic Brazil. Dominic Brazil is fighting Carlos Negron. It's got a bunch of people that I never heard of before. Like I can't even say that name. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Gary Russell is fighting this weekend, and that's to be announced. You know what I'm saying? Are y'all looking forward to seeing some of these fights on the undercard besides the Charlo brother? Go ahead, Callie. You go.
Say that again.
I said we got okay. I just wanted to get off the Anthony Joshua topic for a second and talk about the fight this weekend and some of the fights on the undercard because you got Dominic Brazil fighting Carlos Negron. You got F.A. Ajagba, he's fighting, and it's to be announced. Both Gary Russells is fighting this weekend.
Right.
And are y'all looking forward to any of these undercard fights besides the Charlo?
No, I'm looking forward to everything, man. We got some better fights than what was on this past weekend. My God. I mean, that was, man, this past the zone crap. The zone, I'm sorry, man, the zone, you guys have been offering crap. Like I said, man, I have nothing against your app, but you got to put better content out there. Your content is absolute trash. Am I excited about it? Yeah, man. There's a lot of fights. This fight's all weekend, man. I'm actually looking forward to Dillian White versus Derek Chisora. I think Derek Chisora can get stopped. Like I think I've told you guys that before. I said I see that happen. I think Derek Chisora's been through a lot of wars. I think that Dillian White, the age advantage is definitely on his side. Time has been on his side, and I don't think that he's going to be able to stand up. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, man. But this is what I see, and it sucks for Dillian White. Now Dillian White thought he was getting this shot against Anthony Joshua, but Anthony Joshua has to come to the United States of America to make money. So it's a whole nother subject. But yeah, man, I'm excited about it. Dominic Brazil, I guess Dominic Brazil needs to get a fight under his belt, man. He hadn't fought in a while, man. You know what I'm saying?
Last time he fought was that fight under under Deontay Wilder's card when him and Deontay Wilder got into it.
Right. So that's a long time not to have a fight. So he's good for him to get a fight before the end of the year. So I mean, he would have fought. It would have been over a year since he's had a fight, which is terrible. So it's good for him to get a fight in to the end of the year. And you know what I mean. He needs to stay busy. I'm not a fan of this guy, but it's good for fighters to stay active as possible, man. And he has said he stayed in the gym and has been active, but I expect to see some kind of rust, man.
He don't look like he stayed in the gym.
I know he does, but he says he does. So I'll take his word for it because a lot of fighters look like this now. Adam Konasi looks like crap, but that dude has pretty good stamina. So it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? That dude like a sack of potatoes, man, but he still has pretty decent stamina. So
he's only really had 2 fights since he fought Joshua, and that was against Eric Molina was one of them. That was his last fight, and that was November of 2017 when Deontay Wilder fought Bermane Stiverne the second time.
Yeah, he waiting for Wilder, man. He just guess he's waiting for his headache, man. There's a good chance that he won't even fight Deontay Wilder next year. To be honest with you, just to let you know that there's a chance that this dude won't get a shot at Deontay Wilder until 2020, man. Yeah,
I already know that. I already know that because you got the Fury rematch, and then it's got the possibility of being a trilogy. Not just a trilogy now. There's a real legitimate chance that Anthony Joshua is going to fight Deontay Wilder now in 2019 because the zone needs that to happen. But here's the thing, though. Does Deontay Wilder want to go to the zone? Or is Anthony Joshua going to have to pay the zone to step aside while he tries to go get this fight? But here's the thing, though. The zone needs this fight, so the zone can't afford for Showtime to get it. That fight with Joshua ain't that easy to make, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, because Eddie Hearn signed with the zone, he put another barrier in front of that fight where they were both with Showtime, and that fight was easy to make at first. Now it's more difficult to make with this app because it's how do you have this fight
going on simultaneously when they want to, a Showtime's going to want to put it on Showtime pay-per-view, but the Zone's going to want to put it on our app for $10. Is the Zone going to have to do something where they're going to have to charge the same price? I don't know how that's going to work out, man. I think it's horrible for them, man. I don't know, man, how that's supposed to work out, but that's a whole nother subject. I'm just I'm trying to hop right back on to talking about the undercard. Go ahead.
As far as money wise and just looking at it from a marketing standpoint, it's got to be on pay-per-view. It's no other choice. It has to be on pay-per-view. And if the Zone won't in, the only thing they can do is ask for a percentage because it cannot be on their platform. Because you know how much money they would lose if they put it. It's not even the fact that it's on the Zone. They would lose more money putting it on the Zone than if it was even on free TV with Showtime.
Yep, I agreed. So it makes no sense for it to do it. I don't know how. And they would have to just guarantee them a percentage and not have the fight on there. But that doesn't help them attract viewers to their app. That's one of the problems, which is why they want that fight on their app. But that fight still doesn't guarantee that it's going to do big numbers on that app because even if you get 1 million, like I said, 1 million people go over there, that's not enough to pay off the fighters, man. That's only $10 million. So at the end of the day, I don't see how that works. It doesn't work on the Zone. So,
but hold on. To be honest with you, it's not even $10 million. The first month is free.
Yep, that's true.
So that's nothing. True. Do you know how many people will go get that fight just for the first month free and cancel it after that fight? Man,
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt the money of the fight. It's gonna destroy hurt the money of the fight, man. They're gonna lose a lot of money messing with the Zone. The Zone shouldn't be no part of this. Really shouldn't even be a part of this process, man.
Unless you're paying the fighters part of that $1 billion money that you gave Eddie Hearns. Yeah, and that's gonna be a lot of money. Because the potential money they can make on Showtime.
Yes, it's capped. It's still that platform is still capped. But let me be back on for the undercard, man. I'm looking for the FA job. That's his continued growth. I think that's a great idea. I really don't know what is going to be on. I heard that and whatchamacallit is supposed to be on there. What's his name again, man? Oh man, why I can't think of his name right now. No, Josh Buatsi. I'm looking forward to him. I like Josh Buatsi as a prospect.
Buatsi's fighting on that fight. I didn't see him.
He's fighting on the undercard. He's fighting on the undercard of Dillian White versus Chisora. So
okay, I was looking for.
That'll be on earlier. Yeah, that'll be on earlier, man. So I want to see him, man. I think Josh Kelly's supposed to be on that too. I like him too. So
I do like Josh Kelly. And I've been waiting to see him back in the ring.
Right. So I heard they're supposed to be on there. So there's a couple of fighters that I want to see. So yeah, boxing's gonna be on all day, man. So I'm not necessarily upset at that, man. That's a good birthday present for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'll watch boxing on Saturday, man. I mean, I'm gonna be at work part of the time, but I'll be able to watch it on my phone, so I'll be okay while I'm sitting there, sitting at work. So it's not the end of the world. I shouldn't be getting bothered too much with that at work. Should be a boring day, and then I'll get off work and I'll be able to get home and see the PBC action at night. So I'm juiced, man. I'm happy for it. And then I know I heard there's a I think that Tuesday or something like that, Floyd. I'm not watching that crap, man. Him fight that Chenchin dude. I know a lot of people gonna tune in for that. I'm not. I have no interest in that fight. That does nothing for me. That little 3-round exhibition. I'm pretty sure some people gonna want to watch it. I don't. What does that do? What is that? I got other stuff to watch. I'll watch college football instead, man. Than to watch that, man. But yeah, man, December 22nd is a good day, man, for the sport of boxing, in my opinion, man. And hopefully, and then January, right as soon as January coming, we got more of the college football, the bowl games and stuff, and then NBA and stuff like that. And then boxing is right around the corner. We don't actually have to wait too long to get boxing back on. So I'm excited about that, man. Normally we get we get this long break. Like you really don't get. You may get a fight at the first week of December. You'll be lucky. Sometimes you don't even get that. You know what I mean? You may get a month and a half, almost 2 months before you get another fight. So I'm happy that we don't have to deal with all these long breaks without fights, man. Because that sucks. I'm happy to be having boxing back, man, and get boxing regularly, man, and not have to have these huge layoffs. So Yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm excited about the some of the undercards, man. Dominic Brazil, let's see how he looks, man, to see if he's floppy or not, man. I don't think he could beat any of the top guys, man. I think this dude only wants to fight Deontay Wilder because Marcellus Wilder slapped the taste out of his mouth, man, and that's why he feels obligated to try to get back at Deontay Wilder, man. I mean, you didn't want no smoke with Marcellus, then, man. You want smoke with Wilder, whatever, man. You're just trying to prove that you got man who you get knocked out.
Yeah. So one of the ones, what you think about it?
Yeah, so there's some interesting undercards coming up. I'm interested in the Buatsi fight. I'm surprised a lot of a lot of my brothers overseas where you guys are, they're really there's some real good feedback on Buatsi. You guys are really feeling Buatsi. You like watching him and stuff. I'm actually quite surprised about that. But yeah, it'll be good to see.
Shout out to Mike from the Boxing Voice. He the one listening to him talk about it. He the reason I started watching him in the first place.
Oh, see. Yeah, so Buatsi, there's a guy called Ryan Walsh. I'm not going to recommend you guys watch him. It's just a little personal one for me. Like it's a UK thing. Ryan Walsh on the undercard of the Chisora White fight. Who else we got? I think Billy Joel's out there again.
Wait. Ryan Walsh, is he related to Welshie, Liam Welsh?
I forgot Carl Frampton. Yeah, Carl Frampton. Yeah, that fight is on too. I forgot about that one. Oh man, I forgot about that fight.
Yeah,
that's another good fight, bro. Wow. I hope that don't come. Please don't put that on the same time as Dillian White. So I can't. I don't. Man.
Well, you know Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn. They've got history. Eddie wasn't too happy that Frank put the fight on the same night.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn did that on purpose, man. He did that on purpose, man. Yeah, we know why he did. Yeah, hope.
Yeah. Them two, they go back and forth. But they're both snakes, man. They do it to each other. But it is what it is. But yeah, so yeah, there's Frampton. And on the undercard of that, you got Billy Ho. He's on there. There's a couple of other names on that undercard that are interesting. Dominic Brazil, as you guys mentioned. To be honest, I'm not gonna watch that. I'm just not really interested. Just let me know what happens. It's one of those kind of things for me. David Price as well. He's on the undercard of Chisora. And just so you guys know, because some of you guys might not know how to catch it if you're not too savvy with the links, if you want to watch the Frampton-Warrington fight, Carl Frampton fight, if you're in the UK, you can catch that on BT Sports. If you're in America, it's ESPN. Yeah, so that's how you can catch that one. Chisora and White is DAZN if you're in the States. If you're in the UK, it's Sky Sports. And then the Charlo fight, Charlo and the Charlo brothers, they're going to be on Fox Sports. Yeah, so that's how you can catch the fights for anyone in the chat that's curious as to how to watch those fights. But yeah, I think I've covered the undercards that I'm looking out for there.
Yeah. So what about you, Battle Rifle? Quiet over there.
I like it. I like the fight. What's the name? Yeah, I'm gonna look forward to the you got what, Dominic Brazil fighting, and then you said I think I forgot the other ones. You said
Gary Antonio Russell and Gary Antoine Russell. They're fighting this weekend.
Yeah, I want to see those. You got Epic Jabba. I like him as a prospect. What's the name? I would at least want to see some of these prospects get in there with some other prospects, but I'm not going to say that he has to at this very moment because like you said, I don't even think he has an opponent yet. Stay ready from what you mentioned. So as far as the fight goes, I would I really, really hope I'm not working around that time because I've been working a lot of these nights and I haven't been watching some of the fights. I've been missing some of them, so I really hope I'm not working during that time.
I hope you're not either, because you're gonna be missing a bunch of good fights. I am looking forward to FA Jogba though. Are you looking forward to it, Act? Because I ain't heard from you in a while either.
Yes, FA Jabba, especially. I like him. Really like him. Carl Frampton and Josh Warrington fight. That should be a very interesting matchup. I don't care what anybody says. That's a 50-50 fight. Josh Warrington, yo, he could bang. He could bang, man. He could bang. I do think, though, that Carl Frampton is more skilled. I will admit that. I definitely think he's more skilled. He still is the fake Jackal, because the one he ducked, named LT Cal, is still the real Jackal in my eyes with Guillermo Rigondeaux.
You know that. That's my boy right there, man.
And who? Wait, I was trying to ask you, is that Ryan Welch? Is he related to Liam Welch? Is he part of the Welch brothers?
Yeah, they're twins. Liam Walsh and Ryan Walsh, they're twins. Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait. So what weight Ryan Welch fight at?
Do you know what? I think Ryan's at one. You know what? Let me find out, because I think he's at one. If I remember correctly, I think he's at lightweight. I think he's at lightweight.
So he's 135, because I know Liam Welch is at my weight, 130.
Yeah. Let me find out what weight he is.
Okay. So I guess I'll try to tune in and watch his fight just because he's around the 130. That's the only reason why he'll get tuned into. I want to see what he can do. Of course, we waiting for the Charlos last, because I'm too excited about seeing them fight. I don't care who they fight. That goes for all of y'all in the chat.
Well, go ahead and speak. Go ahead and speak on your thoughts on the fights on the Charlos. On both fights.
Wait, so
Battle Rifle, I'm coming to you last, because I'm glad you came on today. We're gonna talk last after everybody go. But yeah, go ahead and speak on your thoughts on the Jamel and Tony Harrison and Jamal and Matt Corrball.
Well, I think, for one, with the Matt Corrball fight, I'm not even worried about it. And then to come to find out he is a lefty, he is a southpaw. So Jamal Benningham probably training with a southpaw. So I just look. Let me tell you something. Moore got a good straight right hand anyway. You being a left-handed person just lines you right up for the right hand knockout. There's not even much to say about that. Now, as far as Mel's matchup, that's a bit more intriguing. That's a bit more interesting, because Tony Harrison is a good boxer puncher, but he gasses out. I think Mel Charlo is going to figure him out around the 6th round. He might even, and maybe even around Mel figures him out, that's when he's going to get knocked out. So I'd say 6th round knockout for Mel. With the Matt Corrball thing, I see Moore knocking him out maybe the 5th round. 5th one. So I got
Ryan Walsh is he's 126, so that's Gary Russell's weight class.
Oh, so he's even smaller. Yeah. Damn, he ain't got to worry about me. I can't make that. I can't make that. I ain't gonna never be able to have a cheeseburger. I keep it real. Yeah, he can have that.
You trying to fight your way up there, At?
Huh?
You trying to fight some of these 130 pounders? You trying to actually be like a top boxer?
Yeah, why wouldn't I? I wouldn't be getting in the game just to get in the game, bro. I ain't going front. Like, I am. That's why I look. That's why I watch. I really watch a lot of these dudes. And I really, especially around that 130 and 135, like, I really pay very, very, very close attention. Very close attention to them.
Hey, I told you I was going to watch your fights. And
did you go watch? Did you go did you go to my page and watch my stuff?
Yeah, I saw one of the sparring matches, and no homo when I say this, but you look nice, man. I like some of the looks that
Thank you, thank you.
I don't mean that in no erotic manner.
Oh,
So,
Right?
I don't mean it in no erotic manner. But
No. I know. Yo, one of them ones. You peoples, man. We already know you ain't. You know what I mean? You ain't.
yeah.
That's why I just wanted to know who that Brian Wells guy was, because I knew you probably would know better than I would, because I know that there's a lot of fighting brothers over there in the UK, like the Smith brothers, and I know about the Welsh's and things of that nature. What was you saying about a rifle?
so I'm pretty sure it's obvious by your name, but you like a Lee Child fan?
What?
You like a Lee Child fan?
A who fan?
A Lee Child, like Jack Reacher?
Oh no. Oh, you mean the author? Nah. I just like the movie. To be honest with you, I just like the movie. It's funny.
Oh, okay.
hey,
Yeah, I
all
thought.
right,
I thought
all right.
Funny. Nah, I did.
I am a Lee Child's fan. I got about 6 of his books, and I do read those Jack Reacher novels. Me and my mom into him. Every time I buy one, I send them to her first, and then I read it out.
you see, I gotta read. They said it's actually gonna replace Tom Cruise.
I hope so.
Because they said Tom Cruise is just a little too short to play Jack Reacher.
Yeah. Everybody tell me that. They tell me in the book that Jack Reacher was at least about, I guess, stay ready like your height, right, Matt? 6'1".
He's
And I know
6'2".
6'2". Okay.
And you got to look at Tom Cruise is like 5'8".
He filed like
That's what I was gonna say. He like Canelo height.
Yeah, he really is short. But Tom Cruise don't even. I don't want to get into movie talk, but Tom Cruise is not a good act. He's a good actor, but as far as that role, no. If you read the books, and watching the movie, like I like the movies because for the storylines and everything, but as far as him playing Jack, no, he's not good at. He's even as far as smaller than what you would picture him as far as reading the book. You might want somebody, to be honest with you, somebody like what's my guy that did he's from the UK.
Tom Hardy.
No, the dude that was in the Adrenaline, not the Adrenaline. What the fuck is his name? My boy, Jason Statham.
Oh, okay.
He's been playing a lot of like bad but it's good movies like The Meg. And you ever seen that movie the Mechanic?
Yeah.
That movie is so terrible. I mean, but like he's getting that type of roles now. He's getting like a lot of type of roles like that.
Hey, to be honest with you, I'm gonna be I think the dude, what's the dude what's the guy from Speed? I know he got a new movie and Constantine. Keanu Reeves would be a good Jack Reacher, but he got that one role. Yeah. It's kind of hard to see him outside of that role now.
Hey, what battle rifle? You like The Mechanic? Is that your film?
No, I didn't like The Mechanic. It's just that I know it's just a lot of people that's just fans of movies that are so bad, but they're fun movies. You know, like movies like the new Predator just came out. That movie's bad, but people enjoy it. In my opinion, like, huh?
I say I agree with you. I think the new Predator did look whack.
Wasn't near
like the new Alien was whack.
I would say that's probably the worst in the franchise, but a lot of people told me they loved it. They enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it one bit. So I think as far as Jason Statham goes, he probably can play it. He's played I think he played a really good role in Transporter, even though the third one was trash. But I would love to see him as a Jack Reacher. Or you can get
a bit of trivia for you, not to stay on this movie thing too long, because I know Stay Ready wants to talk the boxing, but Jason Statham, he's from the same he's from the same area as I'm from, like in South London. He grew up in the same sort of area, not too far from.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's actually one of my favorite actors. My favorite movie with Jason Statham to this day is Chaos Theory. And I know a lot of people haven't seen that movie. Man, that's one of my favorite movies, dude. Like, that movie had me rolled off until the end. I'm like, what the fuck? And I had to go back and rewatch that movie like 3 times to catch everything, to see why it ended the way it did, and it made sense But the first time I watched it, it threw me all the way off. But that's a great movie.
I don't think I've seen that movie. It's like a thriller or something.
Action-packed thriller. It's something. It's one of those movies with a bunch of twists in it.
That has Ryan Reynolds in it.
A bunch of twists. It's got Wesley Snipes in it.
For real?
Yeah, go watch that movie. The movie starts off with Wesley Snipes and his clique robbing a bank. It starts off with them robbing the bank.
Damn, how the fuck did I miss that? Heist movies. I'm all about heist movies. I don't know how the hell I managed to miss that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
So Wesley Snipes is in the movie with Jason Statham, yeah?
If y'all ain't seen Chaos Theory,
wait. I'm gonna write this down. Wait, one second. Let me just pause the whole show. Let me write this down. How the hell that managed to get past me? What you say the movie was called again?
Chaos Theory.
Actually, I looked it up. It's only called Chaos. Chaos Theory is actually another movie.
No, they changed the name. The original, when it came out, it was called Chaos Theory, and the reason they called it Chaos Theory because inside the movie it explains the definition of it. It had the theory called Chaos Theory and why it was called Chaos Theory and why all the chaotic things that was happening in the movie, how it all ended up being, they all linked to each other. And it was the fact of being a chaos theory. The name of it was Chaos. They might have changed the name now, but the original name of that movie was Chaos Theory. I had it on DVD and everything. Went to the movies and watched that movie. That was a badass movie.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of heist movies too. I like Heat every once in a while and stuff like that. So
hey, man.
I think I watched Baby Driver. I went to the movie 3 times to see it. So
hey, I have to watch Heat at least once a year, and then also The Inside Man. That's my joint right there.
Oh yeah, I like that one too. That's what Denzel Washington, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, matter of fact, they got the full movie on YouTube right now.
What, Chaos?
Yeah, the full movie is on YouTube. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send y'all the link.
Already.
Hey, StayReady, did you ever see Cellular?
When he was when old dude was on his phone and couldn't hang up his phone?
Yeah.
I seen part of it. I never got to finish watching it.
Jason Statham plays a really good villain in that way. Even though that movie is not like great, I like it. It has what's his name? The Chris guy who plays Captain America. And yeah, Jason Statham plays a really good villain in that one.
Is that the film where the guy's in the phone booth and
no, that's phone booth.
That's actually called Phone Booth.
Right.
Cellular dude has this little Nokia phone. It's a Nokia. That's the funny part. And he answers a call from it was like the phone had ring a few times and he missed it, but when he finally picked it up and answered it, he answered the call. Yeah, go ahead.
What happened, without spoiling too much, let's just say a woman is put in a bad situation, and the phone breaks, so she can't really call people. So what she does is she grabs the wires and she just taps them together. And basically, when you're just doing the wires like that, you're basically pushing random buttons on a phone. It was like an old phone that you hang up on the wall. You know, like what you see in the 90s, you hang up on the wall. So she started tapping the wires together, and she eventually ended up calling like a random dude. And she said she basically asked him, can she save her because she's in a bad situation.
Yeah. And he answered the call, and he was trying to save her the entire time, and he could not hang up the phone, and he even tried to get the phone call traced. Like you got to go watch the movie. I can't. I didn't finish watching the movie, so I can't tell you stuff and mess up the movie for you, and then you haven't even seen it because I haven't even finished watching it, and it's been so long too. But back on this box. Oh well, go ahead.
I was going to say
Kelly jumped out.
Oh. I was going to say what movie was that you sent in the link that's on YouTube?
It's Chaos. Yeah.
Okay. I'll definitely try to check that out. All right, so go shoot, Mac.
Okay, now,
great.
Shout
out to PK.
Oh, PK, yeah, I'm trying to get back to the chat now. Yeah.
Yeah, he said Point Break is sick.
Yeah, Man, salute to you, PK, man. Y'all go follow my boy at PK Boxing and MMA, man. Man, the dude, he knows his MMA. Y'all gotta go follow him. He's good. He's actually helping me learn. I go watch his channel so I can learn some of the stuff that's going on out of him and Coach. I listen to them on a constant basis. What's up, Stormy B man? Salute to you, Muhammad the One. Salute to you as well, my brother. But y'all go follow PK Boxing and MMA if you're not following them right now. Salute to you, odd fella. Man, I sent you a link earlier too, bro. But hey, Muhammad the One said Safe House with Denzel Washington was a sick movie too. Hell yeah, that was a sick ass movie.
With a Chinese girl?
Yeah. I go ahead.
No, go. You're right.
No, I was just gonna say, man, that was a good movie. I remember when that movie. I was what was that? 2010, 2011 when that movie came out. That was a damn good movie. Cause that had Jason Statham in it too.
Yeah, I think that's a safe.
What happened? Everybody getting raptured?
No. They didn't wrap me up. They didn't wrap me up.
Okay. Welcome back, Kelly.
Hey, odd fella, man, where you at, man? I thought you was gonna jump on the panel, man. It would have been good to hear you.
Yeah, I didn't realize how funny the odd fella was. I didn't realize. Odd fella be having me cracking up.
He's got those sly jokes, man. Yeah.
He said, "My bad. I was shaving my head." Yeah. And Tommy Gunn said, "Any Denzel movie is good." Yeah.
Yeah, but some are better than others.
Not any. Now, I can't agree with you on any Denzel Washington movie because I don't care what nobody say. Multiplicity sucked, and I didn't like it when I was young. I hated that movie. That was the dumbest movie in the world.
Did you guys like because I caught Glory. I didn't know nothing about Glory, and then one day I just thought, it's a Denzel movie, let me just watch it, and I thought that was a real decent movie, man. Well, his acting was really good in the movie. What did you guys like Glory? Or
Glory, yeah, it was a good movie, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't watch those movies as much because most of the time in those movies you already know the outcome. I hate movies like that you know the outcome of it unless it's a biopic. Like what's that movie that had that was about Coach Carter? I like that movie, but those movies like that, I hate those movies that you know the outcome because of the way it is. Just
what was the movie where he says, "I'm putting cases on all you bitches"?
Oh, that was my favorite. That is my favorite movie. If they ever ask y'all my biography, that is my favorite movie. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care if it Denzel went crooked to took it to you know what I mean, like they always say. I freaking loved him in that movie because we got to remember the movie before that was Remember the Titans. You played.
I do like Remember the Titans. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do like that movie.
Yeah, me and my sister played that movie out. Oh man, we played that movie out.
Hey, Mr. Finesse said, what's up with it, Mr. Finesse? Salute to you, my brother. He said Malcolm X is his favorite movie.
Jump in the chat. Let me get the chat.
Stormy B Man said, I'm late to the conversation. He said, but if you guys talking Denzel flicks, The Hurricane. We was actually talking about a lot of movies, man. We started out talking about Jason Statham and Jack Reacher because Act Reacher's name. But I'm gonna tell y'all, my favorite actor, just period. My favorite actor is Samuel L. Jackson, and one of my favorite Samuel L. Jackson movies is A Time to Kill and The Negotiator.
Hey! My favorite Samuel L. Jackson performance was when he played that coon in that. What's that movie?
Django.
He played Steven. What up, panel?
What's up with it?
What's good, odd fella?
Yeah, odd fella in the building.
Greening from the north side. Y'all know what it is.
It's Cutty in the building.
Yo, Kelly, why you quiet, man? My man Enigma.
Man, I'm editing a video right now, man. That's why I had to bounce in and out.
Oh,
So that
you sound
The
good.
genius is at work. The genius is at work. Go ahead, Callie.
Yeah, I think he played an excellent coon in that.
He did.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Django. Yeah.
You want to hear a fun
Hey,
fact?
I like Samuel L. Jackson from the in Juice. Actually, I like his character in Juice.
We talking about the snappy nappy dugout. the snappy nappy.
Yeah, Snappy Nacky Duck out. Yeah.
You want to know what's crazy? Speaking of the Django movie, you know that actually Mikey Garcia's son, the little son that be boxing, that's who he's named after. They said because of the movie. Y'all gotta watch it.
I seen that interview. Yes. But
that makes me laugh. That makes me laugh. I was like, well, at least I know Mikey can't hate black people or nothing like that on the low. Because he watched that movie.
It took me a long time to realize Samuel Jackson was actually in Kill Bill.
Huh? You didn't know that?
I didn't. I didn't know it because he was they didn't show his face.
I know, yeah. I guess because I'm a fan. I see it.
My favorite movie that Samuel L. Jackson was personally, I know he didn't star in it, but I liked him in Pulp Fiction. I just loved it. That to me personally, that's what really, really made me jump on board with Samuel L. Jackson. Period. I love this performance. I love the scripture that he always quote. Matter of fact, I should quote that before matches. For real.
Did you guys see him in Long Kiss Goodnight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that performer was hilarious.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. We gotta get back on boxing. We supposed to be talking about the Charlos. We supposed to be talking about these Charlos now.
You're right, and I do want to give y'all a fun fact before we get back to the Charlos, man. Fun fact is that no actor in history has made more money than Samuel L. Jackson. In his career, he has made over $1 billion acting.
Wow.
Nobody.
Damn. I don't know about that. Stay ready.
Hey,
battle rifle always got to challenge the system.
Hey, hold on, y'all, because this is Googleable facts. You can Google it. Nobody in the history of acting has made more money than Samuel L. Jackson. I didn't say he was the highest paid. Now,
yeah, that's a
plenty
difference.
of actors that makes more than him, but go look at the amount of movies that he's in and his pay rate. He has made over $1 billion acting. Does he have $1 billion acting? No, because in the early part of his career, he had a drug problem. I'm a Samuel L. Jackson fan. I tell you about it. But he had a drug problem, and yeah, that's where a lot of his money went. But and bad investments. But as far as his entire career, the money that he has made over $1 billion acting.
I mean, the thing is, that is, I don't know how true that is. Maybe you say he's a big Samuel Jackson fan. Maybe you're telling the truth. But I beg to differ when you're talking about Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld hasn't made more money than Tom Cruise.
Are you sure?
I mean, not Tom Cruise, but Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt has made more money than Jerry Seinfeld as far as acting. Now, outside of acting, his comedy endeavors, Jerry Seinfeld made a shitload of money. I'm talking about as far as acting and paid out by movies. Jerry Seinfeld is not a movie star. He was a TV star. And he didn't make $1 billion on TV. He's never made $1 billion in his career. He's not worth $1 billion.
No. Jerry Seinfeld made most of his money acting. He has a crap ton of money. I think he has made $1 billion in his career as far as acting. Instead of the Seinfeld show, he's made a crap ton of money. I beg to differ. I can say the same thing about Tom Cruise because
I'll say Tom Cruise is closer.
Let me tell you, hey, Cinelinx.com today. We take a look at Samuel L. Jackson can make the type of impression that Samuel L. Jackson does in the highest total box office at $7 billion currently. Let me see. Where is this? I'm gonna find this where it talks about his $1 billion because that was 5, 3. Hold on, because it was actually Forbes where I read it. I'm trying to find that that list because Forbes is the one that reported it, and this was a year ago that I read that. And if Forbes reported it, I'm gonna trust Forbes.
What about Charlie Sheen?
Oh, who?
What about Charlie Sheen?
Man, Charlie Sheen has made a lot of money, but
And we can never tell how much because he spent all of it when he got that drug problem, had the prostitute problem.
Okay.
He had positive HIV.
This is from Hollywood Reporter. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, his films have made more than $7.4 billion. As the Guinness Book of World Records of Samuel L. Jackson's. Movies such as Jackson Jurassic Park, 9.914 million, Pulp Fiction, 212 million, Star Wars, 2.4 billion. He's averaged 4 films a year. He has made 6 in 2010, 4 in 2011, and we'll have 3 in 2012. Hold on.
If that's so, that's really amazing because I didn't know he was getting paid that much. I think his net was only like 200 million.
That's net worth. Y'all got to remember, these people make a lot of money under the table, too. But Samuel L. Jackson has made a lot of money in acting. I'm not lying. That's Guinness Book of World Records.
So Samuel Jackson is the richest actor.
No, he's not the richest actor. He's made more money than any other actor in Hollywood.
It's believable because when you're starring in movies every year, like 3 or 4 movies, you got to put that together, bro. You know what I mean? That's why it's not impossible. It's not far-fetched. That's why I said if you want to say Tom Cruise next or something like that, because Tom Cruise being a shitload of movies too. So, you know, but I could definitely believe that Samuel Jackson is in everything, bro.
No. What the fact says is that his movies has grossed more.
Yeah, that was his movies. I'm talking about the money he's made. He has made over $1 billion in movies. They said I hate this phone. He's grossing an average of 69.4 per movie.
Come on, bro.
69.4 million.
Still.
That's a lot of money that's per movie. Per movie, 69.4 million. God.
Damn. That's some serious paper, man.
Well, you remember they said they paid what's the name? Charlie Sheen like $1.2 million each episode of 2.5 Men.
Yeah, that was a lot of money too.
Yeah.
And that's not to mention the voiceover he does for some of those toy cartoon stuff.
Oh yeah, you're talking about like Turbo and Incredibles.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson did a couple of those too.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
See, I talking about. Oh yeah, don't forget Samurai.
And right now, Harrison Ford is the highest paid actor at $118 million each movie.
Dang, Harrison. I love the Indiana Jones movies, man. I love them Indiana Jones movies, man. That was my
Crystal Skull wasn't all that good though.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. After Indiana Jones and U.S. Marshals and those things, I stopped looking for Harrison Ford.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's really? You didn't like the new Blade Runner?
I didn't even watch it.
Man, that shit was garbage. Purely garbage.
I mean, I think it was slow, but I mean, I think it was.
I'm not saying it's not. I just didn't get a chance to watch it. I haven't even been keeping up on movies lately. I went to go see. Let's say I went to the movies and watched Creed. Last movie before that was Jurassic Park. Before that was that movie with 50 Cent and Gerald.
Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves.
Gerard Butler.
Yeah, that's the last few movies I didn't watch. I haven't even been to the movie. When I went to see the last Transformers, I had to go see that.
You know what I just thought?
You had to see
Jackson.
Wait. Before you go one of them ones, did you just say, come on now, Mac? You know the best, look, before y'all argue, the best Transformer movie, and I wasn't even born yet. The best Transformer movie, I don't care what nobody says, is that goddamn cartoon. I can't watch no
after that, bro.
That was a
I
TV show.
But look, I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something. You're right. It was before you was born, and it was the greatest one. Part 1 or Part 2, because Part 2 was better than Part 1 when they actually fought Galactus and Hot Rod was introduced. But Hot Rod had been there. I mean, Rodimus Prime when Hot Rod turned into
Rob,
Rodimus
I was
Prime.
feeling
But that was,
whole
but that
build.
was before. But Hot Rod has always been an original Transformer. They just now introduced him.
Talking about when Optimus Prime died.
Yep.
Yeah. That was the best one, Callie. I don't care what nobody says. I got that on Blu-ray.
I think I'm older than everybody on this panel, man. I'm certain I'm older than everybody on this panel.
Like the Transformers movies are so.
What's up with it, low man prophet? Man, you walked into we went from boxing to movies.
Yo, y'all can't even cap. Yo, that is the best. Yo, that was the best one.
How many of y'all was born in the 70s on this panel? How many of y'all born in the 70s on this panel?
I'm an 83 baby. I was born 83.
I'm an 80s baby.
I'm way older than all y'all. Y'all young, man. It's an 83. 83 is pretty close. That's pretty close.
Early 90s.
I'm 35, man.
Oh yeah, you still quite a bit younger than me, but I got you 5.5 years.
I'm 30. I'm 38.
41 on Saturday. I turn 41 next Saturday. So
battle rifle, you 38?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Battle rifle was 8.
Hold on. What happened? What the hell just happened? Got caught with the rapture. YouTube is hitting me today. What's going on, YouTube? What's up with this rapture shit? What's up with it, Brian? PK Boxer said Brainless 100 original.
Battle Rifle's 2021 for real. He's a baby, man.
Yeah, I remember that because I remember Kurt Sugar saying you like his long lost son. I know you're not older than me, Battle Rifle. I remember you saying your age on one of World Breakers chats.
Was I the only one that got wrapped up?
No, everybody but one of them ones got wrapped.
Yeah, I got hemmed up too.
I got ejected. I've been ejected a lot of times today, but it's all good.
Yeah, main event Mark. I don't know what's going on. YouTube they hit me with the rapture like 3-4 times today. It's crazy.
Yo, we gonna have to really get to this boxing because don't 78 come on?
Yeah, 78 getting ready to come on in 13 minutes. So, hey, PK Boxing. Hey, man, say if you haven't seen Creed yet, you are missing out.
I don't care.
Well, which one? Creed 2?
Yeah, I like that one. I felt like it really touched on like you going from like a contender to a champion. Me personally, I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know, man. I wasn't feeling it at all.
I liked it. I didn't like.
Only thing I appreciate about it is that they were showing like the love between a man and a woman. They were showing like the struggles between like they were showing love between father and son and whatnot. But other than that, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling the movie. It just was going too fast for me. There needed to be more character building. You know what I mean? Because back in the old Rocky movies, you felt every character. You remembered every character. These Creed movies, I don't feel like that. You know what I mean? I want to know Victor Drago a little bit more. You know what I mean? I wanted to know his story. I wanted to feel him more, but all that wasn't there. You know what I mean?
About Creed 2?
Yeah, Creed 2.
I just seen that movie like an hour ago. I just came from the movies.
Yeah, and Brainless, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think I read because he was actually on that list too. He's made $3 billion as far as movie profits, and he's made as far as money $300 million in his career.
Who, the Governor?
Yeah,
that's Callie's boy. That's Callie's boy right there.
Yeah, you know what? I just thought Samuel, don't forget he was in all those Marvel movies as well, and those films.
Yeah.
503. What you over there buying wedding dresses, bro?
Yeah, man. My daughter having a program tomorrow, Christmas program, man. So my girl got me spending my extra monies, man. That's why I had jumped off the panel earlier, man. We had to go to the store right quick and get a little dress, man.
Respect.
Yeah, man. Hey, so Yeah, we're 78 getting ready to come on shortly. He made 300 million alone, brainless. I want to get everybody's final thoughts, and let's do it this way, y'all. I want everybody's final thoughts on the Charlo fight, and I want to know who y'all got in the fight and what round you calling it, or if you're calling it a decision. How do you see it? And you tell everybody how they can follow you.
Mac, and don't forget what punch too. What
Nah, we'll get to that later because I'm gonna ask that question every day until the fight. And we're gonna start off with the odd fella. Where you at, odd fella? You muted.
My bad. Yeah. Charlo Korobov. I'm saying, I like Korobov. I was looking at his fight. I was looking at his fights today, and he has a little bit of slickness. He's not your typical Eastern European type fighter. You know what I mean? He has a little bit of a back foot game, but that's only gonna last him to the 8th round before he succumbs to a Charlo straight right or something like that. You know what I mean? But he gonna succumb probably in the 8th round. Now, as far as Charlo Harrison go, I think it, like I think I said yesterday, Harrison's pretty much gonna he has the ability to outbox Jermell, but he always runs out of gas. You know what I mean? That's his Achilles heel. And he once he runs out of gas, then that chin starts to get a little bit more chinnier. And once Jermell touches that, it's gonna be all she wrote. I give him to the 9th round. I mean, then we got Carlos Negron against Dominic Brazil, and I really don't know. I'm not. I know Brazil. I haven't seen Negron before, but I know Brazil can get into some slugfest. I don't respect Brazil's skills at all. You know what I mean? So to me, it's a pick 'em fight. We just don't know what Negron's gonna. Is really bringing to the table. So it's a pick 'em fight. Like I could see another like Brazil Izu Agono type fight. You know what I mean? Where it's back and forth. Both of them are on the canvas, and we don't know who's gonna win this one. Really, you know what I mean? But yeah. Other than that, yeah, those are my thoughts on the big card and in the Barclays and whatnot. Not too interested in the Warrington and in the Frampton card. But if I was to pick somebody, I'm gonna pick Frampton. I mean, Billy Ho's fighting a journeyman. I don't even know who his name is. Never heard of him. I mean, so that's gonna be a routine unanimous decision victory, probably with that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. What else we got? Yeah, Derek Chisora and Lillian White. Lillian White's probably gonna he's probably gonna win by unanimous decision. It's gonna be some sticky spots for him, but whatnot. But he's gonna carry through and continue to sell his line of blouses that we all like to see him wearing. I mean, so it is what it is.
Oh man! All right. Matter of fact, battle rifle go because you didn't get to talk about it earlier. And I wanted to get on your ass on one of your picks because you ain't answered and let me know if we was gonna make this bet or not. So go ahead, battle rifle.
Well, I see Matt Korobov as because he's a last man replacement. Even with Jamal Charlo training to fight an orthodox opponent, and then it's one switcheroo like a week before the fight and fighting a southpaw, I still see Matt.
They both southpaws.
Huh?
William Monroe is a southpaw.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I know. Forgot about that. But he fought fighting Korobov and doing the thing. I feel like Matt Korobov is just a little too one dimensional for me. I mean, yeah, he has layers to him. He's actually underrated, but I mean, when I saw the Andy Lee fight, I thought that Andy Lee just basically did his thing, and he just made Korobov reach a whole bunch of times and counter him effectively, and he ended up, beating the man. So I think personally, Jamal Charlo is gonna have an easy night with Korobov. Maybe knock him down 2 times, and I can see it being like a little later round stoppage, just for the simple fact that Korobov he does show like some intangible, like some heart, but I see probably like a 10th round stoppage. But for Jamel, it's going to be a long night for him. Tony Harris is going to just box the socks off this kid. And Jamel just ain't ready to be fighting at this top tier level. He can knock out like somebody like a Hatley. I mean, it was somebody who's just stationary, but it ain't gonna happen with Tony Harris. Tony Harris is just you seeing what he did against his best competition. He had him looking foolish, so he's gonna have Jamel looking foolish as well, man.
The sweet baby Ray is ready for that crow.
Yeah. We're gonna have it ready for you. So we're gonna make a.
I'm gonna be cooking that crow deep stir fry, baby. Deep stir fried crow for battle rifle.
Yeah, we all gonna have it because I want you to make sure
we're gonna have a buffet of crow.
I want to make sure that you are available on Sunday morning. I'm gonna go live specifically Sunday morning for you to eat crow. And I want everybody that's on this panel to hear right now to be available because he got to eat this crow come Sunday morning. Because the way you talking, Jerry Hurd, the way he lost to Jerry Hurd was terrible. And the way he lost to Willie Nelson, dude, Willie Nelson.
Yeah, word.
And you think that he has a chance against Jamel Charlo. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Jamel Charlo against an athletic fighter, yeah, he has his troubles. But in the end, they always end up running from it. Like Austin Trout ran the entire fight. Austin Trout got dropped. He took those punches because Jamel started laying into those jabs and laying into that straight cross of his. Even caught him with an upper a couple times because he was there for it. When he fought Erickson Lubin, look how bad he did Erickson Lubin. Erickson Lubin is not too much different from Tony Harrison. If you honestly believe Tony Harrison will beat him, man, make any bet that you want to make right here on my channel, and you got witnesses, and we can make it happen. If Tony Harrison beats Jamel Charlo, what you got for me?
I'm gonna be saying the same thing, man. When he come out with that victory, man.
I'm gonna eat crow. I don't mind eating crow. Them my boys. I'm gonna root for the Charlos till they decide to retire. Them my boys. But for him to lose to a Tony Harrison, man, Tony Harrison look like complete garbage against Willie Nelson. You think Jamel ain't gonna give him that work?
Garbage. You just got knocked out. I mean, it happens. It's like
no, he didn't just get knocked out. He didn't just get knocked out. Go watch that fight. He was
knocked out cold. It wasn't no Canelo versus Khan situation.
He cried. He cried after that fight, man.
Yeah, I know.
Tony Harrison. I felt bad for him, man, because he really thought he was going to win against Hurd.
Yeah, against Hurd, he did. Yeah, if you want to be honest, that was kind of crazy, because Tony Harrison, in a sense, they kind of should have stopped it, because Tony Harrison, what he did was he pulled a James DeGale. He tried to spit out his mouthpiece to gain some extra time. But you see everybody got in the ring, and you can tell the referee was kind of like, I'm trying to decide whether or not I should stop it, but he saw everybody get in the ring. He was like, okay, I guess I got to stop it now. He didn't want to be embarrassed and say, like, no, it's not a stop it, because he saw Jared Hurd crying. Jared Hurd got on the ground to start praising himself. So it was kind of a weird stoppage if you actually look at it.
All right, yeah, that was a weird stoppage, but Jamel ain't no punk. Go ahead, Callie. I'm gonna let you go, man. You there, Callie?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Let me just make it quick, because 7-8 going to come on right now. I'm just gonna make it. Hey, thanks for letting me come on the panel, man. Shout out to everybody in the box community. And I don't know if somebody has a video playing. A lot of feedback.
Oh, that's you, Rough House. Hey, mute yourself real quick. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, man. So shout out to everybody in LDBC, man, Lions Den Box community, man. Everybody, everybody on this panel, man. You know what I mean? Keep doing your thing, man. Thanks for letting me come on the channel, man. And let's watch 7A Sports TV doing this thing, yeah. All right.
Right on. Yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to wrap it up. Go ahead, Act. Go ahead and say your last word.
Man, appreciate everybody on the panel. Battle Rifle, you are wildin'. You my mans. You gonna end up eating that crow dead and deep fried. But I definitely got the Charlos. Like I said earlier, I'm not even gonna go into detail. Six round for Mel. I'm gonna say actually, you know what? Fourth round for Moore. That's how powerful because Moore got that death magic. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to keep it real. Moore got that death magic. I was watching him hit the pads at that media work. I was like, God damn, you hear that boy punches, man? Yeah, who Canelo can't survive that. Canelo, it don't matter if he pop a bean or eat dirty meat. He can't survive that, champ. He can't survive that, champ. I'm sorry, man. He could wear them no boxing, no life gloves all he want. It ain't gonna help him. It ain't, man. He gonna catch that fade, man, and that's all I gotta say.
All right, go ahead, one of them more.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. Yeah, thanks to the panel. Odd fella, man. It's good to see you. It's good to hear you come on.
Salute, one of
battle.
them ones. Salute.
You know that we'll do it again, man. We'll definitely do it again. Ack, the Don, you know, the Harlem Don.
Thank you, brother.
It's good to hear you your opinions and stuff, and I'm gonna check out some more of your sparring sessions and that. But I like what I see, man. You look good, man. You look good. Pause.
Nah, you good. You know that's crazy because we always say that in New York. Pause everything. But go ahead.
But Battle Rifle, salute to your opinions, man. You're a very entertaining brother. I like you, man. I like you. Stay ready already.
Already.
Already. Yeah, man. One of them ones, yo, as it pertains to the fights, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to watch those fights live because I've got a lot of activity going on Saturday, all the way up to like 6 in the morning. I'm supposed to be out with the boys. I might be able to catch the Chisora fight. But yeah, with the Charlo fight, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to watch that live. But I'm definitely gonna watch the fight, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to miss out on the Charlo brothers fighting. Gary Russell and the other guys on the undercard. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. But yo, let me keep it pushing. One of them ones. Yeah, salute to the panel. It's good to talk that boxing once again. And yeah, let's do it again, man. Let's do it again.
All right. Hey, 503 line. Hold on real quick before you go. I just want Tommy Gunn said 154 is owned by Swift. Hurd is going to put Hurt on any 154 pounder. So, hey, you can go off of that. Salute to you, CB Sports TV, for coming to my chat, bro. Appreciate it. One of the LDB.
Who said that? Who said that, Mac?
Tommy Gunn.
Tommy Gunn? Well, Tommy Gunn, you must be leaning. And I don't mean leaning like fighting in Texas. Yeah, that 503 and Mac know what I'm talking about by leaning. You must be on that syrup. You must be off that concentrated shit. You know what I mean? Because that man do not run the 154-pound division. His name is Mel Charlo. Sorry, sir.
All right.
Sorry, sir. Tommy Gunn, you was leaning, champ. You leaning right now.
503. Hey, let 503 go so we cause 78 coming on at 7. 503, go ahead.
Can you hear me, Mac?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, man. Salute to the whole panel, man. Y'all fuck with my boy, Stay Ready TV, man. You better stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. You underdig that. And salute to Act, the Harlem Don, one of them ones, Battle Rifle. He be on that smelly sauce. He be tripping with himself. But I like that. Shout out to the odd fella. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that came in, Cali. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a great weekend of boxing. The Houston Hard Hitters gonna be representing hard. You know what I'm saying? The Charlos is the backbone of the city, and I guarantee you they will be one of the biggest things in boxing come 1 or 2 years from now. And I put that on me. You know what I'm saying? I got Mel.
early round stoppage, man. By the third or fourth round, he gonna knock this Detroit player the fuck out. And then we got Miles. I say 8 round stoppage. He gonna hit that hoe with an uppercut, maybe a right hand, cause he like to lean in with his head and dip down. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be some entertaining fights. One of the ones you can download the Fox Sports app. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't out, if you out and about, catch that fight, you can download the Fox Sports app, man. And Tommy Gunn, man, cut the shit, man. We know Swift Hurd don't want no smoke with the young lion. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? That's why he trying to fight somebody else right now. He didn't want to fight the Iron Man Charlo. So cut the shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's H time for real, man. Houston hard hitters. I'm out, man.
Hey, and salute to all my brothers from Texas, man. I'm starting to recognize that a lot of the people that I mess with, you know, a lot of them are from Texas, man. So salute to all my brothers in Texas. Yo, I'm gonna get out there one day, man. I'm gonna get out there one day and sample some of your southern hospitality.
Right, square business. You know, yeah, Southside is in the building. Man, I appreciate everybody that came through. Man, I appreciate for everybody in the chat. Muhammad the One, I appreciate you for subscribing, man. And man, come check me out. I try to go on every day around 3 or 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Central Time. I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to everybody that was on the channel today. Make sure you go subscribe to Rough House. Make sure you go subscribe to Cali. Go sub to my boy 503 Lion, one half of the Houston Hard Hitters. Go subscribe to Act Reacher. Hopefully Battle will hurry up and make him a channel. Go subscribe to Battle Rifle. Go subscribe to the Odd Fella right now. Go subscribe to one of them ones, because he gonna be doing some things real shortly. They all looking out. These are the up and comers in this boxing game right now, man. We are the up and comers in this boxing game, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. 78 is getting ready to go, getting ready to come on. So y'all leave here and go check out 78 Sports TV, the general of the LDBC, the Lions Den boxing community. Salute to the LDBC. Man, if you haven't, go smash that like button and subscribe button. Hit that bell icon so you can be a part of the notification gang and get the new content every time I drop or every time I go live. I appreciate you. And y'all already know what it is. It's Mac with StayReadyBoxingTV. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. One.
H time for real.
Peace.
H time for real.